I tested sound, so we should be good to go. Okay, and last session.
No time.
Yep. In the morning, Melanie received a message that was coded, and David had no idea who it was from when asked. The only indication on the message was, please give this to him, or please let him read this in common. And him turned out to be Theo because the message was coded in a secret code that him and the Huber boys wrote to each other when they were younger. Once decoded, the brothers said that they had escaped from their father's estate with a prisoner. That prisoner had important information pertaining to the rebellion, and the pair with the prisoner would be staying at the Stone Pitbull Inn in Valido, and they gave you guys a knocking code. So you guys apologized to your host, Duke Hamilton, who understood, figuring it was treasure hunter business, and promised the group that he would be in contact with their employers soon. Before that, Galloway gave one last hug to Nenrine, and you guys booked it to Valido. The Stone Pitbull was a rough and tumble inn run by Tom Pitbull Slim, former smuggler turned innkeeper. And the nice thing about Pitbull is, with the right amount of coinage, he kept his mouth shut. After Rain paid off the gentleman, he kicked out the regulars, closed the tavern, and you guys headed up to the room and knocked the appropriate code. Door opened a crack, and when Pierre saw it was you guys, you were quickly let in. And inside, along with him, was Francois, a female halfling, and a dark-skinned woman sleeping on the bed. The brothers had explained that after they had met up with the party earlier in the camp, in the months, weeks, that the brothers started to do a little investigation about their father, since you guys had told them, well, their father may be involved with the rebellion, and they decided to investigate. One night, they had heard singing coming from the prison tower, and they decided to investigate. The female prisoner told them what she knew, and they made the decision to escape off from the estate. However, their escape did not go unnoticed, and they were pursued on horseback. Unfortunately, during this time, Francois's horse was hit in the flank by an arrow, causing him to fly off, and then they were forced to stop. Luckily, Prim was nearby, and some time passed, and she recognized that the pursuers were after the woman, so she stepped in, boxed them in with some magical walls, and helped the others get away. By this time, the woman had woke up and immediately had recognized Itari, and she explained that her name was Isadora, but you guys probably know her better as the Ice Queen. You guys gave her disenchanted violin back, and after a few moments of collecting herself, she explained that after the events in Vox, her entourage had received an invitation to perform for Lord Trevere, to perform for him in a private audience, which they accepted because it was a tidy sum of money. When they had arrived at their destination, it turned out to be a trap. Maite had attempted to transform, but they already had powerful mages on standby ready for her. It turns out that Maite is actually a young silver adult dragon that Issa had met back in her younger years in Al Gore. And the Huber boys have confirmed that recently they received a visit from Lord Trevere and a human woman that fits Maite's description of her human appearance. There aren't too many black-haired, pale-skinned women walking around Valido.
Mytacia Adams.
During their visit, they did notice that...
Beautiful.
They did notice that the woman who was quote unquote an advisor, as they were told, didn't speak to anybody and had dead eyes most of the time. So the party decided that they need to let the treasure hunter know that, hey, it's code fire. Could be that dragon. Maybe we should do something about that. So they heads to Quivering Hills. Yuge, the owner of the establishment, led them to the headquarters area where you guys saw the headquarters area for the first time. And were led to the war room where Locke and One Hand were conversing, and were told this information. One Hand left to start alerting the guild of this new development. You guys spoke briefly about what would happen with the nobility, and Locke also told Tilda that a particular nobleman that she might be looking for was down the hall, past some doors, that kind of thing. You guys left, and Rain and Tilda paid off the small brothers and were let into the holding cells, where they brutally smashed his kneecaps after...
I mean, to be fair, this was not a they situation.
She...
They call that a Valido special.
She proceeded to get explanations at the same time.
It was pretty much all Tilda.
During all of this, the rest of the party were upstairs drinking and eating, trying to get to know Prim. They're just making casual conversation, and that was about it. There was small talk with Zaitari and Tilda about expressing concerns about Theo and Tilda's engagement.
And please, let's not forget, Melanie and Rain got into a little fist fight.
Oh yeah, yep. They also got into a fist fight.
I bet Rain.
Yes.
Rain is still processing this.
Yes.
It was not a sexy bite. It was an aggressive, you can't leave, I have a hold of your bite.
I mean, to Rain, it could have been a sexy bite.
That's true. That is true. I do not know how Rain's brain works, so we'll have to see.
Who knows?
Not Rain.
Feel like this was a day of discoveries.
And Zaitari also revealed some interesting information that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a day. It was definitely a day.
It was a day.
Wait, what did Zaitari reveal?
It was just to me, so don't worry.
It was just her, so it doesn't matter.
Something happened and you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, if you don't remember, then it's on you.
Damn it, guys.
And that's where we are.
It's probably for the best that you don't remember, Lynn.
Probably.
You know?
I mean, it's online.
It is online. You could go and watch the episode after we're done here.
You could watch
the
last half an hour.
Nobody's that desperate.
Good.
So you also received the information while talking to Locke and One Hand, that they had some interesting information because currently, outside of town, in the Golden Wheel, where they have agents posted, it seems Bones, part of the Dawn Brothers, and Lord Trevere are to meet with members of the Union, a band of merchants, and they were interested in this meeting. For some reason, it garnered somewhat of a big deal. Also could be a trap. Like you mentioned, they weren't sure.
It's a trap!
And that's really about it. Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So, what you guys want to do?
Oh man.
I take my bracelet back from Rain.
awoken in the morning.
Yeah. Just waking
Bless
the
you.
morning.
Bless you.
Like, shit, my
Sorry.
jewelry.
I'm apparently allergic to whores.
Holy sh-
Then
Oh.
why haven't you been
Oh,
sneezing
man.
the entire time you've been around Rain? You've
It's-
been around Rain.
Oh.
Ooh, shots fired.
Well, I only just got a mouthful, so.
Yeah, that's true. It's really one of those ingesting allergies.
Well, that's gonna bum Rain out.
Like strawberries?
Exactly.
That's how. I don't know
It's
much
not how
about
allergies work.
allergies.
I don't know.
It could be. I don't know. I don't know enough about them to dispute it.
So, are we? Is it like the next morning?
Yeah,
Are we-
it's the next morning at this point. Unless you guys wanted to do something prior.
I've already had my conversation.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Not unless somebody else wants to take me from my
I
room.
know, right?
Oh no, you're busy.
You don't know that.
My horse sense is tinkling. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding.
Oh my god!
Hey, you guys have
Wow.
already been talking shit about Rain, so I just
Wow.
spread it around. I'm trying
Wow.
to around. Spread
I
it around.
thought Rain was the one. who
Okay, I
stuck around.
officially know what our group name is. We're the whores.
No.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure there's worse. It's the oldest profession,
It is
It
the
is.
oldest profession,
and
but Tilda's not
demands
going to be part of
respect.
a group called the Whores. She just
Do we want to
isn't.
be the escorts?
She's like too much of a fellow princess to be part
No.
of that.
I think the escort sounds a little bit fancier, especially because Prim did just escort like 3 people.
We do a lot of. We do some escort missions.
A lot of group work, yeah.
Yep. You know, so we go in pairs. We do some threesomes occasionally. Of course. Okay, let's
Alright.
start the game.
All right, so yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you think the DM has stopped the recording? And
No.
No, I'm just listening to you guys like. Okay.
Isn't it a good thing when the
Riff on
game
this?
group of all women, so we're not with those vulgar men?
I know. Thank
Alright.
God we don't have to be.
Who knows
subject
what they
to
would
their
say?
Their lewd phrases. Who knows? We might have to go to the fainting room.
All right,
Oh, I have a case
Oh
of
God!
Rufus. How dare say?
Oh.
all right. Issa is still around, right?
Yeah, Issa has been
Prim getting us back on track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Issa's been relaxing. She's trying not to push herself, but she's also been in some distress.
Yeah.
Especially learning that her bestie is essentially being used as a weapon for a rebellion.
Magical
Now,
battery.
she-
Yep.
She had already known that her bestie was the dragon. That was not a surprise,
That,
right?
that was not a surprise. She knew. She already knew.
I was pretty sure I remembered that, but I was just double checking.
Yeah, but being used as a weapon in a rebellion.
Less cool. Less
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, definitely.
So I think that at least for the previous night, I assume people get like their own rooms or like at least a room to share. Is that Prim would probably be spending more time with Issa
Okay.
and trying to make sure that she's okay and that she's eating enough, and that any lingering injuries she has are being tended to. Like Prim will use her own skills to do that if she has to. But-
Yeah. She, for the most part, I mean, other than the severe malnutrition, which would have to recover over time, is the worst she's suffering. Any injuries that she sustained during the chase, you've probably, over the last few days where you've been staying with the boys at the Stone Pitbull, have been healing up very well.
Mhm.
And she also, now that she has, she can ask for and has access to spell components herself, she could also do a little healing of herself on herself as well. because one of the things that was taken from her was her spell components pouch
Yeah.
initially. On that front, she's fine. Physically, she's doing fine. Mentally,
She's been
it's
yeah.
been very rough.
So it's just in the evening after all of us have drunk ourselves silly. It's just Prim just going. It's like, can I bring you more pastries? Is there anything I can get you? And in the morning, it's just like, I made you eggs. I made bacon and eggs for you. And it's just real, like, just very concerned with her. Just
The only thing
she's not a personable. She has a charisma of 8.
the only
Ooh.
thing she does ask you is if she could get some ink, a pen, and it doesn't have to be like just paper, because she wants to start writing. She mentions that if she can start writing and start being creative again, it might help her cope.
Is this the part where you reveal the episode summaries to us? In Canada.
Yeah,
No,
she's just writing down.
She's writing
these
down everything that's
random
ever
adventures, but wow.
Apparently, she was our secret stalker.
I
No,
will.
biggest fan. Oh, Deacon would
I
do that
will
too.
I'll hunt down ink and a quill and parchment for her.
Yeah, you could
But
definitely.
I'm sure there's someone I can take it from.
Yeah, you initially had met a very gregarious tiefling who owns the inn, and if you ask him, he will gladly give you some parchment he has and his spare inkwell and pen. He has several different plumes and colors because he likes his pens. But he
Yeah.
definitely lends you that and just says just take it. Just make sure she's okay.
Yeah, I'll give him 5 silver
Okay.
for
And
the.
he doesn't even take the money. He's just like, she's been through. It's fine. Just take it. She needs it. And if there's anything else she needs, just let me know.
I leave the money on the counter.
He just looks at it.
Yeah, and then I just take her stuff.
Some whore's gonna come by and grab that, right?
Rain just comes by. Going,
Yeah, exactly. Right, so some whore just comes by. I'm kidding.
so much
I would
jealousy.
never slut shame Rain.
Your kink is not my kink, and that's okay. Oh Jesus! Roll 20 just vibrated.
Through,
I'm sorry.
uh, through the evening, Melanie was kind of making sure that, she was able to talk with her, and because she's kind of seen, she was with a mercenary company, she's seen people, have to go through crazy shit, and so she's been trying to be personable and just kind of keep her from her own head too.
Actually, during this time, Pierre actually seeks you out.
Oh.
Hello, Governor. What am I doing?
Hello,
Hello,
Governor. How are you doing today? Do you need me to sweep by any chimneys there?
Oh,
I could go up on top of the roof.
I think that
Are we going with the
I think I was channeling Sarah from Dragon Age Origin, or Dragon Age Inquisition.
I think what you're channeling is Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The step in time. The step in time. Never need a reason. Never need a run.
I hate you
Sorry.
guys.
There you
Yes. Yes, I do.
I don't want to seem too rude, but have you and he starts blushing, and he's like, have you heard anything about Rosamund?
It's Yes, I have. It's a bit of a long story. She was actually kidnapped.
And
Um,
he immediately freezes.
It's
And he-
okay.
and
It's okay.
he's-
We saved her. We saved her.
She's okay.
She's okay. She's fine.
Okay.
She's fine.
Okay.
She's actually with a friend
Okay.
of Lady Matilda
Okay.
in a different country to kind of keep her out of all of this nonsense. So
Thank goodness.
she's out of harm's way.
Okay.
That is not your Melanie accent. It's really thrown me off.
And
It'll
people are
come
being
back.
judgy about my voice.
She's tired. Give her a rest.
Also,
Oh my
I've
gosh.
already downed an entire cider. I'm feeling real good about myself. Ooh, the Ferminator works wonders. Yes, it does, buddy.
What's a Ferminator?
I will
Like-
send you a link.
Is
Yeah,
a
it is
brush?
the best. Yeah, it's the best brush for cats, especially if you got long fur cats.
But I kind of let him know that I understand and that she is definitely out of harm's way, that she's not in any danger right now.
Okay. He looks very relieved. Like, oh, okay. Okay. I should go get some sleep. Yeah, sleep is good. Sleep is.
If you wanted to send her anything, a message,
Much better.
I could probably. Oh God, no cider for cats. I could probably send something by way of. I know where she's staying, or well, Lady Matilda knows where she's staying, and I could probably have something sent to her if you
Are
wanted.
you sure Lady Matilda would not eviscerate me?
I can never guarantee that. She has a slight bit of a temper. Don't tell anyone I said that, or I will eviscerate you. But
He just turns like a little white at
she-
this point.
I do like a friendly elbow to the gut, just kind of like, it's okay, kiddo. No, don't. She would probably be more understanding than you would realize.
I see. Well, he nods. That makes sense. But thanks for telling me, and thank goodness she's safe.
Yes, she's well and safe. No problems there. The family friend is apparently very good with arms.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, that's really. Are you doing well? I know you're traveling with. Well, other than Theo, I know you've been traveling with strangers.
Oh, it's
He
worked out all
emphasized
right.
on the strangers.
They're an odd bunch, but good bunch. I think they seem like good people. Just odd people, but good people. That can happen.
And have you heard from your family at all?
No,
Oh.
dear. I wasn't expecting to, though.
I'm just making sure.
Yes.
No, I should get back to Francois. His arm is still a little sore from falling off that horse, so I'm gonna.
It hurts. That's happened to me a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, he got thrown off pretty bad, but thankfully, Miss Primrose was available. She's quite the capable woman.
Well, have him do some stretches. That way he doesn't get stiff. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. All right. Have a good evening.
You too. And
Stay out of trouble. And I just look around us.
yeah, he looks around too, like, okay. He nods and goes back to his room. Anyways, so here you can talk to. Okay. Anyways,
Now, did Tilda and Rain mention where they were going? Did I hear anything about that? Or did they slip off, disappear for a while, and never really said anything about why?
I don't think they mentioned it to you at all.
I mean,
Was there any blood on Tilda when she came back?
Well, she
No, there wasn't.
Prestidigitation.
Yep. I want to say, like, I mean, I think I asked pretty openly. I asked Locke somewhat openly about
About looking for him, right?
yeah.
Okay. I am going
So you guys probably
to
knew where I was.
find a time when I can speak with Tilda, but maybe not like right at that second, like just eventually in the evening.
All right.
Um,
Um,
do you have a moment?
oh, it's rather late, darling.
Oh, it'll just be a moment. Nothing big. I just I wanted to mention that well, I was in a mercenary company, as I might have said, might not, can't remember. Anyway, be careful with information you get under duress. I have been on both ends, and I slip off the glove on my left hand, and you see that the first knuckle of her ring finger is missing. Just has the rest 3 fingernails, and the ring finger just kind of ends at the knuckle. There's a lot of things people will say just to end everything, and there's a lot of things that people will say just to get under your skin, and just be careful with the information is all.
Are we like at my room right now?
I'm assuming we're not in like the main hall.
Okay, so Theo's there. Tilda kind of looks thoughtful for a moment and then says, "Thank you for your input."
Of course. I just not everyone's been on both sides, and I just wanted to mention it.
It's been a long day, darling.
Absolutely. Have a good evening. And you, sir. God, I've been drinking. I'm sorry. And then and Melanie just turns and heads out.
Yeah.
Theo just shrugs.
Tilda's avoiding his eye. Let's go to bed, shall we?
Good idea.
Ooh, exhausted. Good night, darling.
Good night.
Dearest darling.
Sorry, I was a little distracted. Well, by that. You start biting my ankles, I swear you're going.
Is that
in
French
camera.
fry?
Yep. I tried to get a picture of him looking up at me, but he looked down as soon as I got the cell phone out. All right. Theo says, "Is there something wrong?"
No.
Okay.
Good night, darling.
Good.
Dearest darling.
Good night. All right. So you guys go to bed. In the morning, if there's nothing else, you guys.
Yeah, no. Not for me.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, they sell it at the vet. You guys, it's about 6 o'clock when things get this. Well, not when things get busy. It's just when housekeeping starts just cleaning the main areas. And outside the building, people start getting ready to head towards where they set up their stalls for the markets, and deliveries of food like fruits and vegetables are
I do actually have something to do in the morning.
okay.
It's very easy. I just need to send a letter. So I need to find somebody who will send a letter for me.
Oh, yeah. You could probably talk to Huge, and he can find. It depends. Letter within the city or letter.
It's
beyond?
going back to Robur.
Okay. That he can definitely do. He was wondering if he had to grab one of his reliable street urchins, or if this was going.
No, it just
yeah.
needs to go back to the Warwater estate.
Okay, sounds good. No problem. All right. So yeah, he will gladly take whatever you need, and have it sent.
I imagine it'll take a bit of time to
Yeah,
arrive,
yeah.
but
Snail mail will take a bit of time.
Cheaper than sending.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything in the morning? Now we're in the morning. Now from evening to the morning.
Morning has occurred.
Okay, morning is occurring. Things are getting done. Outside, inside. It is very cold outside. There's actually more snow than yesterday. It's actually overnight it's snowed about 2 inches. It's been very fluffy and slightly windy. Not too windy, but enough to blow the snowflakes and make little tiny snowflake tornadoes and stuff outside. A lot of the animals are starting, like some of the birds that are common around the area, like ravens and sparrows, are starting to leave. Like, you don't see as many as you did when you first arrived in Valido proper.
Is that common? Is this like common, like normal weather?
In Ironfast, yes. But as you have been traveling, you're pretty well traveled. In this region, no. Like, it should be a nice fall day.
Sort of like a crisp autumn day,
Crisp
but not
autumn. It's you can wear a jacket, but it gets too hot and you get too sweaty from the sun, so you have to take it off. But there's a cool breeze, so you put the jacket back on. It's kind of one of those. Usually it's one of those kind of climates, but right now, straight jacket all the time.
Straight jacket.
Not that kind of jacket, just jacket all the time.
Yeah. Look, don't yell at me. You're the one who said it.
So I think that that Prim is like sort of looking out the window and just sort of like, I'm happy that this is weather that I'm more familiar with and that I enjoy, but it's still weird.
Tilda's definitely gonna get a hot steaming cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And try to warm up. She's not only is it morning, so she's grumpy, but it's cold, so she's grumpier.
Yeah, at some point during the night, like, Theo's cold feet hit like your lower leg. Yeah, it's like he doesn't even know it. He's just asleep, and it's just icy feet. In the morning. Yeah.
If only you knew that you controlled bonfire spell.
Yuge is already up pretty early in the morning, and he's already tossing wood into the chimney. and into various iron wood stoves to just get the place heated up correctly. Thankfully, he and a couple of servants had brought in some wood when it started with the first frost. So it's starting to warm up, but it takes a little while, and there are various people already like cooking for the employees and having bread and butter and steel cut oats put on the table just for people to grab and start their day. Yeah.
Where would Rain be at right now?
I almost had cider come out my nose.
Careful! Oh my god!
Oh, I don't know why, but I found that hilarious.
No cider for cats. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh, you choked me. Oh. Oh shit.
Hang on, is there a picture of a cat in the very center?
No.
No, there should be.
I know, but I didn't want to take too long on this, because then the joke wouldn't have been funny. As it was, I wasn't sure if it was gonna land.
I mean, unless Rain has snuck off in the middle of the night, I assume she's still at the brothel.
Yeah, I would have head down fairly early.
Okay. Is Tilda around anywhere?
Yes, she's sitting by the fire, like curled up in her cloak, huddling over a cup of coffee, and like just still with her eyes closed and frowning, and like she just looks kind of miserable.
Okay.
Miserably.
I'm gonna make sure my back is turned so that she can't read my fucking lips, because I'm never gonna forget that.
Shit, that's right. What did you say to her? Oh, right. Yeah, I remember.
Anyways, I'm just gonna go up to Rain. I'm gonna, like, just a cup of tea in my hands, and put like a gentle grasp onto her, probably like upper arm, and kind of lean in. And have you told your brother yet about who?
Never seems like the right time.
It's never going to be the right time.
I know. I have to tell him, but I'd like to know what we're going to be doing next before I do.
Okay. Well, like I said, my offer still stands.
Well, definitely want you to be nearby. He may more likely listen to you than to me afterwards.
All right. Just make sure you grab me, and maybe if we figure out what's going on today, we can just get it over with.
Just say it on the way out the door and run.
That's not really the best way to do it. Maybe we want to take him out somewhere. Not here.
Found Dad, see you later!
We might not want to do it here, considering who is also here. Maybe take him out somewhere to eat, public, so he can't make a scene.
I don't know if that would stop us, but it might.
It might. That's all.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check in.
I will get the goddamn spray bottle.
Does that work
There
for your
is-
cats?
There is drama
Only Luke.
happening
Only
over
Luke
there.
understands fear. Leia doesn't care.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Leia just runs away and then looks at you real angry and then continues to do whatever the fuck she was doing.
Because for me to strike fear into French fry, like the spray bottle doesn't work. I don't blow it in their face. They just don't like the sound. I get the what's it fucking called? The
Vacuum?
no, the air can. Not the
Oh.
sound one.
Oh, it goes. Tss.
Yeah. I don't put
Yeah,
it in
the-
their faces. I just
Canned
just-
air.
Canned air. Why did I forget that? Yeah, I just spray it like in a different direction, and he just runs because he hates the sound.
Okay, am I just like really exhausted, or is mistel not a word?
Mistel, as in I typed it in the wrong chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
But it'd be like I just smushed them together.
Okay, sure.
Of course.
Yes.
It makes sense to me.
Who's Miss Tell?
I'm so tired, you guys.
All right.
So, I think that that like who is it who's like just huddled by the fire? Is it Tilda?
Yeah, it's,
Yes.
And like in the background behind her, you can see Prim, who is wearing like short sleeves
Jeez.
and just like just snarfing out of a bowl of oats.
I mean, especially because Tilda is from the south of Leona, I imagine the weather's warmer there.
yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
And like Ironfast is like mountainous and
Yeah,
way
whereas-
further north, so this is like perfect weather.
And Theo is, the Loyal Duchy is a lot closer to Ironfast.
Yeah.
So he's probably kind of used to it.
Yeah. The Hugh Bear boys eventually come up from their little room, and they grab some oatmeal. They start eating. They plop themselves on one of the armchairs. Not too close by the fire, but enough to get some heat. No.
No.
I had one of those when I had to DM a game at a
Super
convention.
big call with 5 hour energy.
My heart has either stopped completely, right? Yeah.
I can't feel my thing. I'm pretty sure. I can read minds. Oh, that's good.
Your apartment would be clean? Or house?
That's true, yeah.
Either
Yeah.
one. Maybe both if you drink enough of it.
Yeah. Just go next door. Hi, can I clean your house?
That's that ADHD life right there.
Oh man.
No, at some point Tilda's definitely gonna call out, Huge, why is it so bloody cold in here? Surely no one is getting naked when it's this cold.
You just like, it takes a while. I'm sorry, miss, but it takes a while to warm up. We just
This cannot be good for your business.
usually people come in the evening.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Perfect weather for me.
Tilda just like glares at
By the time you have this much armor on,
that.
We do
I-
offer dwarves. I mean, they don't mind.
More than one way
It
to warm
wasn't
up.
an offer.
I don't know how
Tyler. It was
I don't
a
know how I
question
feel about
on
that
your-
statement.
It was a question of your business tactics.
It's only 7.
It's not normally this cold. This cold this far down south, is it?
Tilda, can't you just prestidigitate yourself warmer or something?
It's not working. I have been.
Then I suppose you'll just have to wait.
I mean,
Yuge says no. It's
Like-
actually not. It's supposed to be a nice fall day, and he points outside to the snow that's already gathered on the ground. This is very unusual.
I think maybe
For
we
this
should
time of
go.
year.
I think maybe we should go downstairs and see if they formulated any sort of plan overnight.
It's going to be colder down there.
It might be warmer. They have, their own furnaces and heating elements downstairs.
I look at Huge. Huge. Do they?
They have quite a few iron wood. Well, not wood stoves, but it is warm. It tends to be warmer down there. Yes.
All right, let's go.
I mean, do you want me to go and see if I can find you another blanket, Tilda dear, or?
No, let's just go.
All right.
I'll be fine.
No, she's just complaining. It'll be fine.
Like, I'm prestidigitating my hands. In that, like breathing on them.
Who's going downstairs? Zai,
Like-
Tilda.
Basically, Tilda is a southerner in fall in New England. Like, complaining all the time.
At
How
any
cold it
time
is.
at any time in New England, really.
Exactly.
I'll
It's so cold.
I'll go downstairs. Prim will go downstairs. She's other than the weather being weird, she doesn't have anything up here to do.
Okay.
It's 65 degrees. What
You
the hell
guys-
are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's-
I feel like all of us should go in case it's like planning
Mm.
time.
Yeah, I mean, right.
All right, you guys head downstairs. When you get downstairs, Ramus is there to greet you guys. He has this big, wide smile on his face. He is the chirpiest little, happy half-elf you have ever seen in the at this early in the morning.
Remus,
Yeah.
did something happen last night?
Ro is really excited to see Ramus. Tilda's glaring the fuck out of him.
Ramus says,
Yeah,
"Oh, hi. Oh, I was about to get you guys. There's been a what's that word?
Development?
Yeah. So I guess we're going dragon hunting, because boss says there I might be going dragon hunting because I have experience in that kind of thing. So I might be coming with you guys.
How exciting.
You do realize that the dragon isn't the quarry, right?
What? Corey? Like
Target.
oh, target.
Yeah.
Well, boss just said to disable it. So
I suppose that's probably a good way of
I mean,
thinking about it.
I mean, I have fought my fair share of them, so I mean, it shouldn't be too hard.
100% clear. You're not going to kill the dragon.
I don't think he could just kill the dragon on his own, to be fair.
What-
Can he? I look at him. How does he react to me saying that?
He says it depends. Do I have a very big ballista?
Oh, I didn't realize. Is your shit? What's his name from The Hobbit? Nobody gets my joke.
Is it Bard the Bowman?
Yeah, Bard. Yeah, is his name Bard?
Well, there was that time in Skorek with the ballista, and then there was that time in Wingfall with the two red ones, and then there was that time in Ironfast with the three headed
Oh, look at the
ones.
time! I do think we need to go be speaking with
Right.
Ghost or
We should probably
One
be
Hand
doing something
now.
about that dragon.
Oh,
Right. let's
okay,
go.
okay. Yeah, boss is this way. She's back in that war room she had set up. It just hums and leads you towards the war room. Lock is already up. One hand's already up. A couple of why is there a sleight hand check?
I was gonna ask if Melanie noticed putting the compass back in her pocket.
I mean,
Assuming it would've been-
perception check.
Or passive perception.
Probably passive perception, which I'm pretty sure passive perception is not 23.
For Melanie.
Melanie.
For Melanie?
Yeah.
Oh God, no. No.
All right.
Somebody's stealing more shit from you.
No, I'm putting something back. I just put back. It said cartridge tool. I just picked the compass, and it's just got a little mark on it now. I'll link it in a second.
Got a little dick butt.
It kind of does look.
If I look really closely at my compass now, I'm just like, has that lever always been shaped like a dick? Surely I would have. That's never changed. It's been in my pocket. It can't carve itself. I guess it's always been shaped like a penis. Okay.
And just never notice.
Yeah.
It's actually an old hobo symbol, meaning easy mark. But
Mm.
Oh, it probably is. Also, she is. So
Yeah,
it's
apparently.
completely accurate.
it does kind of look like a dick. I mean, a weird one, but
Alright, one sec. I need to
hobos
feed
have
this.
Well,
interesting
Rain doesn't have
sense of humor.
that much like experience with dicks, right? So she's
Well,
probably like,
you don't know that.
You don't know that.
That's true. I don't know that.
You could become intimate lovers with her and maybe find out one day.
I could.
That is the easiest way to do that.
Obviously. You don't realize this, but we're now all shipping Melanie and Rain.
I have
it's not my
already.
fault for once.
I am working on a fanfic as we speak.
I've
Drawing
I've
up
already
fan
wrote-
art
I've already written
right
a slutty fanfic this week. I'm not gonna write another one. God damn it.
Oh, do tell.
Stop.
What smutty fanfic?
Oh no, it was real smutty. It's for my eyes only. It's never gonna be seen by another human ever.
Well, it doesn't have to be seen by another human ever, but do we know what you wrote it for, or is it personal?
Oh, it was a Dragon Age Origins thing.
Ooh! What's the pairing?
Luke, if you bite that again, I'm gonna fucking. I don't even know.
Luke's not even doing anything. You just want to get off this topic, don't you?
No, he's.
I don't care what's the pairing.
He's oh, it's a Dorian fanfic. All right, it's Dorian.
Is it just Dorian and his mustache?
The ultimate pairing.
Well, and the Inquisitor.
Oh, I never did share pictures of my my Lucas, my man who's romancing Dorian.
Luke, you are being a little fucking bitch tonight. I don't understand.
Oh my gosh.
Lock him out of the room. Close the door. Or will he
Yeah, is
terrorize
Kelly
the
home?
house?
So
Yeah. No, Kelly's not home. That's why they're being such terrors. Because they're always in the room that you're in, but they don't like want petted. They just want to be in that room.
They want to be in the room where it happened.
Yeah. It's like when you're pooping and they're just like, "Let me in!" No,
I need to see what's happening. I don't get it.
Well, I mean,
Why
it's
is
only
this door
fair. They have to
closed?
poop in public too.
It's in a box with a top on it. They can keep it private.
Okay, you guys go downstairs. Ramus leads you to the war room. Locke, one hand, and a few other members are there. And Locke says, "Good, you're here." Okay, so the entourage from the Golden Wheel is starting to get on the move. It looks like they're still heading to... I think it was called Strong Rock.
Can you remind me who the Golden Wheel is again?
Golden
please?
Wheel is an inn. It's an inn that's
Okay.
outside of town.
Right. Okay. I got it.
Yep.
I remember now.
So they are currently still headed to Strong Rock. It does not appear, says Locke, that they have noticed our agents. Our agents are masquerading as farmers and laborers. We have a ranger who will be trailing them in the wooded area. However, we're not sure how alert. I'm just more afraid of the dragon spotting.
Do we know
them.
how large the party is?
Yes. We have in this entourage of Dawn brothers, we believe most of them are Dawn brothers. We have Bones, the individual known as Abel. They are traveling by horses and carts. 2 carts between them, with a total of 10 people, which include Bones, Abel, looks like there's a woman or 2 in the cart that we cannot identify, and a bunch of armed mercenaries, guards. So there's 10 people there. I have... Well, Leo is actually... He shapeshift and is heading to Strong Rock as a hawk, just to get there before they do, to see where they'll be meeting.
Theo? Do you mean the tall
The curly-haired
Goliath with
yes.
the hair?
Yes. Yes. So he will be there to... That's actually what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Most of the guild doesn't have too much experience with large creatures. According to Alexandria, you've tangled with a couple.
Oh, I've mostly polymorphed them.
That's good
To be
enough.
fair.
That's good enough. I mean, if you can polymorph this one, that would be great.
We took care of a manticore before Saitari joined her.
merry band.
Sure.
Okay. I'm also sending Ramus with you. He has experience in dealing with dragons,
Yes,
And-
as he said.
and he lower like he kind of leans in close to you. You know, Ramus at this point is like tuning out and sharpening dagger. I kind of need you. Like, he has the most experience killing dragons. I'm sure he told you because he's told me like 5 times since I've been awake. But
Sounds lovely.
yes, of course we don't want this dragon to die, and if I'm sending you with him, could you try to make sure that he doesn't kill this dragon? I'm sure he can't do it
Of
by
course. I mean,
himself.
we don't want the dragon to die either.
Yeah, I'm
He said oh, believe me, one of the first questions I asked him, well, you can't do it on your own. And he said, well, do I have a large ballista? So I think it'll be fine.
Also, I've told him not to use his dragon teeth arrows. So
What are those?
Oh, that's for the best. That sounds like
so-
something that would hurt a dragon.
yeah, he's
Hmm.
he's killed quite a few dragons. So sometimes you can use their teeth if you split in certain ways as arrowheads,
I see.
and they can be very effective.
Oh,
Right. Have to make
So-
sure that I'll have to stay
you know,
close to the dragon.
if you were a friend of a dragon and you worked as a dentist, you could make those without killing anyone. Just throwing that out there for everyone.
Okay.
Locke
Well,
blinks.
are dragons like sharks? Do they just shed them?
No, he got these because he killed them.
Killed them, obviously.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. Just he'll listen to you guys. I've told him to listen to you guys, and he'll do that fine. Just take him with you. He's a really good scout, and he's a really good. You obviously have somebody who's really good at the sneaking part, but he's a really good scout. If you need him to be, he's really quiet, and he could probably lockpick. I mean, he could probably pickpocket everybody in this room if asked. But he's not going to.
Rain, do I sense a challenge?
No.
No.
It is.
Okay.
A pick off.
All right. So there is a shorter path than the road to Strong Rock, and Ramus knows the countryside pretty well, so he can take you more on that direct route, and you should arrive there before they do.
When do we need to leave?
Judging by the way, you probably have 2 hours at most. So you guys need to pack up, go.
I just kind of give a look at Rain.
Technically, and I hesitate, how many are you going to be bringing? I assume you're not bringing the Isadora, and you're not bringing the Hubert brother. They should stay here.
I agree.
Who else are you taking with you? Because you're gonna want to go pretty quick.
I think that the cleric we just met, would probably be very valuable to us.
Is Nenrine with us?
Nenrine has been. So the last time you saw
Researching.
Nenrine, last time you saw Nenrine, you passed her in the
Him.
Sorry,
Them?
them. You passed them in one of the larger sitting rooms of the underground headquarters, surrounded by books. Like they're like, think of a blanket fortress and think of the blankets made of books.
Just stacks of books with a blanket put over
Yeah.
them.
Pretty
Stacks
much.
on stacks on stacks on stacks.
And there's like a
Yep.
little hole for food, and there's like been just a pile of like empty plates with crumbs.
Like if you get too close to the hole, do you hear something hiss inside?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think we should just leave Nenrine
There's a
to
lion in
their own
there.
devices.
And every once in a while, you hear, "I almost have this figured out! No, it can't be that!"
It might
and
be best to leave them
I
to their
refuse to
own
believe.
devices.
and Locke says, "Your friend has been very helpful, but we are also very afraid."
Well, once he figures it out, I'm sure it'll be fine.
And every once in a while, he's like, "Maybe it's made of no, that'd be too expensive." But then no, and then goes back. Locke says, "We've left him alone, for the most part, other than asking questions, which he happily answers until he can't figure out a subsequent question, and then it starts all over again. So you probably don't want to take him."
Sounds like the sort of madness that will wear itself out in time. Hopefully. Maybe.
He's been awake all night. He's
Right,
an elf, but he
Well,
hasn't
they
even
still
meditated.
To rest. Just try to make sure that he rests and eats at the very least.
Well, he's been eating. That's for sure. We have been feeding him.
I mean, sometimes the best sort of medicine is just a good hard hit upside the head. So,
And eventually, he will pass out from exhaustion.
Locke says, "I am very afraid of this man."
Oh, there's no need to be, darling. Yeah.
He reveals, like, he lifts his sleeve, and there is like a
bite mark.
just like a like, not so deep, but it barely breaks in, but there's like a long, like, 3 nailed scratch. This is what happened when I tried to take one of the books.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that
wouldn't
was
recommend that. I would
really
try to just
telling.
get the notes.
And then
Just let him.
Just let it run its course.
that's what I decided to do after he scratched me.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think Prim here accompanying us in lieu of Nenrine's occupation at the moment.
I think Iskin should come.
Okay. So, are you... Okay, so is it going to be pretty much Iskin, Prim, Tegan, Theo?
I actually don't think Theo and Tegan should come with us. They should stay here and plan. Theo has a good
I'm
tactic in
actually
his mind,
inclined
and
to agree.
Tegan can make traps and any other preparations that we need while we're out.
Okay. Yeah, we could use Tegan's expertise right now if on the chance that there will be a dragon attack in case shit hits the fan. We should definitely be ready. In preparation, I have contacted the Falcon and the Flying Ifrit to be on standby. So it's going to take them it's going to take them a little while, probably 2 days at most, to come here. So hopefully they come before then. Our airships, when Locke looks at, like, if Prim's a little confused, not our airships, but our allied airships, they should be coming just in case.
Right. See.
And yeah, that should be. I mean, I think they can, with 2 of them. It's possible they can take a young Silver and the Griffin Guard with them. Yeah, it'll be fine. It will be fine. Everything will be fine. anything else that you need to know? Leo will tell you of what he finds once you arrive in Strong Rock.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Might there be enough time for me to pick up something from a shop?
What do you need?
Before we leave? I need a diamond or two.
We do have 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
we
we,
do
have,
have
we
two
have a.
hours.
I believe that the group here has a decent number of diamonds. Actually,
Nenrine does.
well, he is by his blanket fort. I don't think that he would notice if we.
I mean, if someone would help me get into my armor, I do think that I could probably approach this fort and leave unscathed.
Okay.
I could steal one. And Ramus like looks at you guys.
No.
I would prefer not, thank you.
Okay,
But thank you for the offer.
no problem.
Picturing like an overenthusiastic kid.
Basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
He's a half elf with a beard. He's like a grown man, but
Is it like a really shitty beard?
He's had a long time to grow it out. Roll a medicine check for me, actually.
You find out it's just glued on.
Roll a medicine check to figure out what his hormone levels are.
oh,
Seems legit.
It's
So masculine.
it's a decent beard. He's had a while to grow it.
Hmm. I think I should get advantage on that because I've lived among dwarves.
Advantage on beard checks.
If
I love
any-
it.
If
for a
anyone
half
would-
elf, no less.
If anyone would know about beards, it's dwarves.
Hey, a beard is a beard.
But yeah, if I can get my armor on, if someone helps me, it'll cut the time down. in half.
I'll help.
And-
I wear half plate, so I'm like, I've got this, and I just start like, just chunking it onto you, just like.
It's
At
like
one
an
point, I'm
Iron
just like,
Man.
it's just easier to pick you up, and I just gotta. Sorry about that.
Just let it happen.
While that's happening, I want to go up to Locke and say, if you wouldn't mind, darling, I'd love to say farewell to our mutual friend.
Oh, of course. And he, sure. Excuse us for a moment, ladies and gents. And he, guides you out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And leads you to the cells. This time it is the two other Goliaths, Loa and Lane, I think it's Lana.
Sure.
Yeah. And when they see Locke,
Do you think their names matter to me right now?
they see Locke and they nod, and he opens the door for you and thumbs up and just walks away towards the book fort.
Actually, darling,
Mm-hmm.
if you wouldn't mind, you see, I'm not as
Okay, I
I'm not as
understand.
skilled as
I understand. No need. He
as
walks
other people at breaking open locks.
Yeah, I understand. He walks in with you.
After that, you can go.
Of course. Walks in. You guys go to the cell. Lord Tobias' legs have been. They are in casts now.
Okay.
Shocker.
Harder targets.
Good, I can give
Or
him a
are
good
they?
couple
Whacks.
before they break this time.
All right. He undoes the lock. All right. See you in a bit.
Thank you very much, darling.
Don't feel like being here. And close. He is still asleep. Probably, probably on some pretty strong opioids at this point.
Is there water around?
Oh yeah, there's water around. There's a
Like
there's a bedpan.
No.
Ew.
Is there just a
There's
pail of water?
Yeah, there's a jug of water for like washing and stuff.
Great. I'm gonna take that and just pour it on his head.
It's like, ah! Why do they keep on letting you in here?
Morning, Lord Tobias.
Morning.
Did you have a pleasant sleep?
Let's see, I was writhing in pain. Even after the druid came in here and fixed the damage. Did you not... I mean, I didn't think that the Galantaras were so bloodthirsty.
Well, see, the problem is, darling, you've messed with our family. You've messed with my family. That tends to bring out the bloodthirsty side in us. Or at least me. I am going to slap his face. Now, where are your manners, Lord Tobias?
They went away with my kneecaps, apparently.
That is a shame. It is a shame. Taking out judgment, I'm going to
He flinches slightly once you bring out judgment again. Just slightly.
hang on. Sorry, had to sneeze.
Oh.
So, where are his hands?
Under his blanket?
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
God.
They're not like wiping his face off or anything. And they're not above his blankets.
Well, once the water hits him, yes, they're above. Like he wipes his face.
I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, somebody's about to not have other limbs.
No, he'll have his limbs.
Or use of his limbs.
I'm going to very quickly. So he's laying on like a cot.
Yeah, he's
Or
on the
something, right?
cot, yeah.
Okay. I want to take his hand and like make sure it's on the I'm gonna grab his wrist, pull his hand over against the side of the cot, like the edge of it,
Yeah.
and smash judgment down on his hand.
Okay. You're the one on this constitution check. Yeah, he screams in pain and just he's out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You didn't even ask your question first.
I know, because
Let's
My
be honest, Tubba's
hammer-
an amateur at this.
that's true. But also my hammer has an ability that, where he can't lie to me after I hit him with it.
Maybe just gently tap. Just gently tap.
Oh, the one.
I don't want to gently tap.
He did not make his con save.
Oh.
Amazing.
Well, let's see. Tilda kind of like rolls her eyes, looks around to see if there's anything else in the room.
Let's see. Deadpan. You already tossed the jug on him.
Yeah. Is there anything left in the jug? Like,
there's some water left in the jug. I mean, I assume you like didn't dump the whole thing on his head.
I mean, it depends on how full it was.
It was like pretty full, like three-fourths full.
Oh, okay, then no.
Yeah.
I would have stopped as soon as he like actually woke up.
Yeah. There's his blanket. There's his pillow.
All right. Well, since there's more water in the jug, I'm gonna dump it on his head again.
All right. He does not wake up.
This is rather inconvenient, darling. Now I can't ask any more questions. I cannot say any sort of cutting remarks. Whatever. All right, and I'll leave.
Okay.
Do I have like the padlock in my, in my hand or anything? Like, I just want to make sure he doesn't get out.
I'm pretty sure
Well, I don't know how long he's going to be out for.
well, I mean, he doesn't have use of his legs anymore.
That's fair.
And
But-
now he no longer has use of his hand. One of his hands. So unless he, I'm sure Tilda could probably figure, unless he has the capability of teleporting,
Mm,
he's probably not going anywhere soon.
that's fair. Okay. Still, I'm just gonna
Yeah, you could just close the door and probably like, tell one of the Goliaths
go out to the
stay.
guard. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Goliaths. All right, he's yours to do with what you will. Heal him.
Sure, we'll get somebody on that.
What did you do?
And I'll just leave.
Okay.
And I would have told him, his cell is still unlocked, but I figured he wasn't much of a danger at this point.
Right. Yeah, we'll lock it and we'll get somebody to look at him.
Hmm.
Like, as you walk by, you're like one of the Goliaths are just like, oh jeez. As he's like peeks in the cell. Get more bandages.
We're gonna need to set the hand. And I'm prestidigitating any blood off of me
Okay.
and off of judgment as well.
Okay. You do so. How is Operation Go See Nenrine doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there like a hard cut from that to like Quim and Zaitari with a stick, sort of like poking at the book?
Go away!
I was like, I think Prim would go get like food as an offering.
We're asking him for his diamonds, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just like go get like a sandwich and then go see him. It's like,
Alright.
don't know if this will work, but
Yeah, me and Prim will go, and anybody else who wants to go as well. See the insanity that I'm sure it's about to ensue, and I'll just gently, I'll knock on the door. Nenrine, dear, can we come in?
There's a momentarily, like, it's a pretty big, blanket book fort, and when you gently call out Nenrine, there's a sound of a few books from the inside like spilling, and then the flap opens, and like first of all you're hit with crazy eyes. And then when you peek inside, somehow he's gotten a chalkboard in there. And there's like pictures of dragons, and in one corner you see like a pentagram with like a devil looking creature, and then that's like furiously crossed out, and there's like this whole sequence of numbers that goes back to the dragon, and he's like, yes.
Nenrine.
We brought you food,
Oh. Thank you. And
but I need to ask a favor.
Hmm?
Your friends told me that you've got a few diamonds on your person.
Mm-hmm.
Of the sort that would be good for spell casting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if I could maybe borrow those.
We're going to go try to capture the dragon. It would be of a great help.
If you can capture the dragon, then I can ask them what okay, yes, hold on. And you see him like close the flap, dives back in. A couple like there are a couple like strategic.
It's just like two arms reaching like shoulder deep into his bag of holding.
Just like there's a couple clangs. Yes. And then you don't even see his face. You just see his hands stick out, and there is a pouch with whatever diamonds he has.
I do the Indiana Jones thing, where I try to hand him the sandwich at the same time as I take the pouch.
Okay. He grabs a sandwich. It goes shoop, like kind of that scene. Like he opens the flap just before the flap completely closes. He grabs a sandwich, and there is no more movement of the blanket flap. And
Make sure to sleep, Nenrine.
I don't sleep.
Rest your mind.
Okay.
You think of the best ideas and connections when you rest. Make sure that you rest.
Okay. You hear like his mouth moving. Maybe if it's connected to the fire plane, then no, that doesn't
Okay.
make any sense.
Right, I think we've got.
All right.
what we
Yes,
need
I think we're good.
Right. I look in the pouch, see how many diamonds I have managed to get.
Let me see. Who has? I'm pretty sure I gave you guys access to his character.
Oh, I have access.
Yeah.
I have access.
So
Yeah, let me. I don't know if
I don't know if
He has the
had
diamonds
Well, there's a
all-
fist-sized diamond I see. Pinches of diamond dust.
It might be, yeah.
Map and riots, brooch, warding rings. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, because the diamond dust was definitely for. It's a spell, definitely a spell component.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he had the fist-sized diamond, and then he
Okay.
had, yeah.
He has 2 offerings for divination listed. I guess the fist-sized diamond is probably for a couple of things.
He has
but-
some finger bones, if you want those.
Do I just open the pouch and there's just like finger bones?
There's spell components for like his higher level stuff.
Well, the fist-sized diamond has to be good for something.
So do you want to just say that there's just one? There's one diamond. Or-
One very large diamond.
So
And
one
the dust.
diamond.
And there's stuff for divination as well if you know how to cast that. Or
No,
what to cast that.
Nah, it's I just need the diamond for reviv.
Yes.
That's always useful.
That is probably what that's for.
So yeah, it just has to be a diamond worth 300 or more gold. So
That's
I'm-
definitely.
Yeah, that
I'm
would be
assuming-
it. That would definitely be it.
I'm assuming that yeah, a fist-sized diamond is good for that. So 1 diamond.
1 fist-sized diamond.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you are successful in your hazardous trip.
I obtain a diamond.
Book fort.
Do we level up from that? No.
How much XP?
Yeah, and you guys can. You got 2 hours before you got to leaves.
I'm gonna go find Rain.
Okay.
Rain's already heading upstairs. Go find Diskin.
So, Rain,
I don't think we're gonna have time
Obviously-
for a trip.
obviously that was a good time to do this, and we're dragging Iskin along with us so that he can't go kill anybody. But I was wondering if we tell him about 10 minutes before we're supposed to leave. That way he has to come with us.
Maybe even 10 minutes on the road.
Yes.
It's not going to delay. I mean, 10 minutes on the road, 10 minutes before we leave. It's about the same, really.
I suppose. It's up to you, though. If you want to do it now, it's definitely fine. Maybe we should just do it now. Get it over with.
Yeah. Get it over with. Probably get a drink afterwards.
Yes,
I'm gonna go find
let's we'll find a safe place to go talk. Grab Iskin Jr.
Yes, Junior.
All right, so you can he's got his room here, so you can find him easily. And you just knock on the door.
Yeah, I just opened it up. Unlock it.
All right. It'd be nice if
We're that kind of asshole family, you know?
it would be nice if you knocked once in a while, like a normal person.
Pot calling the kettle black on this one, huh? Do you remember?
What you want?
Hi, Iskin.
Hi. Why? You have
Oh,
bad.
it's...
You have.
I shut the door.
What was that about? Are you? Is something wrong?
I shut the door behind me.
Oh. Oh, I thought
I'm
you.
in
I
the
thought.
room.
I thought you left. Sorry.
Oh, no.
He sees you. Sees Rain.
Are there any windows in here?
There's a window.
I'm gonna go stand by the window.
Okay, he's like, is something's wrong? I assume.
Well,
have
depends
bad
on...
news.
Why don't you have a seat? It really depends on how you look at it, I suppose.
Okay, it's you guys didn't like buy me a whore or something, right?
Oh yes, hi. I give him a wink. I give him a
How
wink.
does he react?
I give him a wink. How does he? What's his face look like?
He just looks at you like deadpans. Very funny. All right. He grabs the chair. He turns it around, kind of like doesn't sit properly, but with like his head on the chair back. All right. If it.
A Riker maneuver. Sorry.
So.
So, I'm just gonna say, Ryan's usually decent with words. She's totally floundering, to be honest, right now. Found something out on our last mission, and been keeping to myself while I evaluated a few things. And do you remember the older gentleman we brought back from the castle incursion?
Yes. Yeah, I remember him. What about him?
Well, there's I don't know a good way to say this, so I'm going to pretty much just drop it in your lap, and you're going to hate me for it for a little while. But
Okay.
and I only delayed because I wasn't sure what the course of action was to do. I'm still not sure this is the right one, but you deserve to know at least. His name is also Iskin Senior.
He just stares at you. There's like the last emotion he had on his face, his face just freezes, and he just looks at you and he's like, haha, very very funny, sis. He looks over to Saitari. That great joke. This isn't a joke, is it?
It's not a joke.
No. We found him locked up in the Lord Tobias' estate. Claims to have been under lock and key in various controls for over 10 years. That he did not leave our mother by choice.
And he's definitely struggling. He looks like he's gonna ask something, and then stops, and then he like the like is he some fucking drunk, or like?
No, it's worse than that. He's a noble. A younger brother.
Rude.
They just from 3 floors down. Dodo's outside the window peeking and reading lips.
Well, you didn't keep this information from me long. I mean, I'll give you that. Were you gonna do anything with him? Like, do you believe him? I mean,
Have you ever just known something's true, no matter how much you don't want it to be?
So
I don't want anything to do with him. He stayed away for 10 years on his own and 10 years not on his own. Never knew him. But you might. He might be useful to us. You deserve to know. I could care less.
Can I insight check Rain?
yeah, sure. What are you trying to gather from her?
If she actually doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, you could like do like a, I don't know. I mean, I unless she rolls a natural one, or like persuasion. I guess that's what she's trying to do right now. Unless
Either way, it's a 1d20 plus 9, so let's just see.
Well, unless you roll 1.
It could happen.
You could happen. You could roll
And
1.
I wouldn't use a lucky on this because I don't really know. You got a 1 in 20 chance.
Yeah,
Nope.
You have
Dang.
whatever you are trying to convey, Rain. You convey that.
She seems pretty cold, maybe a little angry, but mostly cold about it.
Okay. Okay.
But we're not really gonna have time to get into that because we're leaving in 2 hours and you're coming.
Great. Great. Where are we going?
Going to go capture a dragon.
Come again?
We're going to go capture a dragon.
Oh,
That's not a joke either.
oh for fuck's sakes. I just wanted. Okay. Alright, yep.
I
Okay.
can't believe
Okay.
I got all of that.
Sorry, I just looked at that.
I can't believe I got all of that without one single thing.
I know, right?
That happens.
Okay. Where are we headed exactly? Can do you know? Another treasure hunter thing or dragon? Right, has to be a treasure hunter thing. 2 hours. Okay. Okay, I'll be ready by then.
Sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be I'll be fine.
I can keep you company if you like.
No, I'll be fine.
I didn't mean it like that, Iska. I meant as a friend.
I appreciate your concern, but I'll be fine. I just need.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, you can insight check him. What, are you trying to discern?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if he's actually all right.
You're gonna go out the window and kill
Yeah.
the senior.
No, he's not all right. But like
Does he seem like he's going to get violent?
not violent per se, but it seems like at this point in time he is trying to like get you guys out of the room before
Okay.
he like has like an emotional like overload because
Yes.
teenagers they don't
Yes,
want you to
of
see
course.
that. Yeah.
Well, Iskin, I'm going to be downstairs. If you need somebody to talk at, you can come get me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be. I need to pack. I need to clean up this.
Come on,
room.
Rain. Let's go.
This.
Let's leave Iskin to his own devices. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Rain will start to follow and she'll pause at the door. Though if I were to buy someone, would you prefer someone gray-skinned with curly hair? And just walk out the door.
As soon as you walk out the door, like
They're smashing.
yeah, you hear like a smash of like a vase or like a plate, like against the wall. Yeah. Like no like loud screaming, but just like smashing
Was
of
it-
several porcelain items.
Well, does it sound like it was being thrown towards her retreating frame?
In that direction.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you see yeah, you guys walk out. He doesn't follow you. He doesn't like there's a couple smashed porcelain items and then silence. Oh god.
Oh, man.
Downstairs, Melanie is just talking to like literally anyone who will listen. And then get this. After he threw up an entire fish and it just swam away. Just swam the fuck away.
Pierre's
That
like
definitely sounds like Bryn, not Melanie.
Melanie has some crazy stories from her mercenary days.
Francois like, didn't you tell us this like twice already during one of our like wild boar trips?
I'm gonna.
And there she goes.
And there she goes.
Hi.
But that might have maybe. Okay, fine.
Melanie, Primrose, do you need to go collect anything before we head out?
I've got I've got all my equipment. I'm ready to go whenever.
Prim?
I think I've got everything that I need. Yeah, I think I've got everything that I need for right now, at least.
Okay.
I don't think any.
Meanwhile,
I would imagine Tilda comes back up.
Yeah, Tilda's probably back up by now after like the Iskin thing and.
I mean, I think it took like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've probably been like getting ready or hanging around the
Yeah.
common room while listening to Melanie's weird stories.
I was actually thinking, I would have been, in my room with Theo, being like, without, going into too much detail about, my visits with Lord Tobias, just being like kind of frustrated, and then he just passes out. He just passed out. I didn't even get to ask a question.
Did you tell him about smashing his hand?
No.
Okay. He was probably quite tired. I mean, he's probably been stuck down there for a while, and they've probably interrogated him. So.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I mean, he is an.
He tortured my sister.
I understand, but you know, he's an older.
And he reveled in it.
He was only trying to get to you. You know that. From what you told me, he wasn't present when they did that, right?
No. But he certainly didn't look
I
repentant when I asked.
This is. And you see him get a little bit like he looks like he's contemplating something.
Copper for your thoughts?
As far as I remember, I've never interacted with Lord Tobias myself. But he didn't seem like the type of man who would revel in that type of thing. I'm wondering if it's in association with this gang or this plot, and if I don't understand if if they've always been this cruel. And he kind of gestures to like, yeah, like, you know, hey, no, like.
Blame the pores. Dude, I like that.
Word.
At the mention of cruelty, Tilda kind of looks away.
Mhm.
I broke his kneecaps.
You
And then, like, glances kind of guiltily at Theo.
Oh. Come here. And he like kind of gathers, he, like wraps his arm around your shoulder. Are you all right? Do you?
I am
Do you want to talk about it?
No,
Okay.
but I wanted you to know. From my lips, rather than anyone else's.
I don't think any less of you.
Even if I told you that I don't regret it, that if I could, I would have done worse.
No. I don't think any less of you. I understand why you did it.
Well, how mature you've gotten in your old age, Theodric dearest.
It's
There was a time when I would have told you that, and it would have... Well, you know.
You did it because he hurt somebody you love. He did it because he's an asshole.
I am going to miss you so much. I just give him a big ol' kiss, and then... as I pull back... Have fun with, the Hubert brothers.
Oh, yes, so I'll...
Not too much fun. If I come home and you have an STI, the wedding is off.
Okay. That will not happen. I hope, unless... Okay.
Yep, no
Just
way
give
you
him
now know, buddy.
I just give him another big kiss, and then, all right, time to face the music, as it were.
As you're going downstairs, Pierre is, the Huber boys are talking with Melanie, and Pierre asks Melanie, question. Lynn,
Yes.
She didn't ask about me at all, did she? Not that she'd have any reason to. I'm just.
Well,
And you see Francois just shaking his head.
She was a bit distracted at the time. I mean,
yes, of course. That is very, 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 very. Of course, there is no reason she would. Yes, she was distressed. She. Tell me about the fish story again.
a live fish. He fell out of the boat and
That's-
swallowed the fish,
that's
and then it just
Very
he-
interesting.
and it just swam away. Just swam right away. Yeah, it wasn't very big, but it was bigger than a guppy.
And Francois is just shaking his head, dead, like eyes straight ahead, like eyes closed, like why? How is he my brother? Yeah, and that's who you find in the sitting area, Tilda. And I guess Rain and Zaitari probably are downstairs at this point.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's not like our conversation didn't take too long.
Yeah, it didn't take too long.
All kind of happened simultaneously too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that you guys are there. I'd say everybody's probably in the same area at this point.
Yeah, probably.
Ramus comes upstairs from the headquarters area. So, are we ready to go yet?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I got my own ride. I assume you guys need like horses. We probably get a few horses. I know where to get some horses.
I mean, we have our wagon.
See where I'm taking you. The wagon probably won't be that great, so we probably
Where
need
we're
horses.
going, we don't need wagons.
Wagons.
Where we're going, there won't be roads.
There won't be roads.
Now we're gonna make everybody regret not taking animal handling.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, shit.
I mean, I got a broom, so I'm good, says Ramus.
No, somebody else has a broom too. I look at Tilda.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if only we had a flying carpet.
People for Quidditch.
You cut out so many times in that.
But we
I just
got the
heard
Quidditch.
Quidditch.
We
I
got the
just heard
Quidditch part.
Quidditch. Yep,
You know the
that was
punchline.
important.
So how many horses we're gonna need? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, don't you have a broom?
What's
So-
cheaper, a horse or a dog? I'm a small creature. I can ride a dog.
You could
Oh
ride.
yeah, you
can
could ride a
dog.
mastiff, but would they be as fast as a horse? That's the real
And you know,
question.
you've got
You
You
heavy
could
armor
double
on.
up too.
It's true.
I feel like the heavy armor is really the kicker.
Yeah, for a dog, like it's one thing to have a
Yeah.
half.
So a mastiff. They actually. Okay. So a war horse. You probably need a riding horse. Riding horses are technically faster than dogs. They go at 60 feet. Mastiffs only go at 40.
How about a pony for
Pony-
Prim?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ponies also go 40. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
We
but
have
it's more
money.
size appropriate.
We have so much money.
Do we?
I mean, I can purchase my own mount if that's the issue.
No. That's not the issue. It's just what's your preference, says Ramus. I was just gonna.
Let's
get, like,
just
a
let's
bunch of
just
roses.
all get riding horses.
Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna need 1,
And a
2,
pony.
3, and the pony.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
it Bill.
4. 2 of us. The guy upstairs. So 5 riding animals, if I'm correct. Right?
What guy upstairs?
Apparently.
Iskin.
Yes, good.
Senior?
No.
Junior.
Oh, right. That makes more sense.
Okay. All right. I'll meet you outside. I'll go grab those.
Legally, we don't need police chasing us.
Okay. You see a slight. Aw.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about saying that. Good job,
We don't
Melanie.
need medieval GTA.
To the main store.
All right. Pierre and Francois was like, sounds like you guys are heading out. Well, good
Shortly,
luck.
yeah.
Good luck on your mission.
Take care of Frederick, I say, and I give a wink.
And I said, of course, my lady.
And keep an eye on Issa.
Yeah. I mean, they've Yuge has been actually attending to her personally. Just like bring her food and parchment whenever she wants it. Leaving the window open a slight crack for a short amount of times because it's bloody cold out there. Yeah. We'll make sure we'll hold down the fort. Only thing we can do, Pierre mumbles. And at that, Francois just kind of nudges him, like, be polite. And Pierre's like, fine.
I kind of like, as everyone's leaving, I kind of like stay back just a little bit, and I kind of like go over to Pierre and kind of like just really just carefully just doing this well will be one of the first things you can do to impress Lady Matilda, who is the older sister.
Yeah.
And I give him like a pat on the back, but it's like a little bit too hard, and then I head out.
Yeah, he's trained as a scout, so he's a little like on the lankier side. So he just goes out.
Good man.
Thanks. Ow. Your freaking hand. Nothing.
Sorry, the gauntlets are on.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's not the first time.
Here,
Not gonna
hit
be the
me.
last.
Here, hit me.
I'm not gonna hit you. Why would I
All
hit
right.
you?
All right. You had a chance. Bye.
Francois is just like, I'm gonna go get some more food. You guys head out. Ramus tells you just to meet him at the main, like, near the main gate. And he is there with riding horses and a pony. And a
pony.
And a pony. He says, well, got him. And he hops on his room. So, we're gonna want to go that way. And then we're gonna want to go that way for probably like 5 miles. And then we're gonna go that way 5 miles. And then there's like some trees that we can skirt around. And I'll just lead you guys there. It's fun. And he hops on this broom and he waits for you guys expectantly.
I also hop on my broom.
Hey, we can be broom buddies!
Or you could just lead the group.
Okay. And you just...
I feel mildly bad.
Roll, now that you've got, like, you've encountered Ramus, like, quite a few times, roll another medicine check. Okay.
17.
Definitely hit his head pretty hard when he was younger, probably.
When he was
I
young,
see. Now I feel doubly bad. I will mount the pony.
Alright, you get on your pony. Pony's like... You're a little heavier, but than he probably was expecting, but because of the armor.
It's a war pony, damn it.
It's a war pony. And you guys get on your horses and you start riding.
And I lean down into the pony's ear and I whisper, I shall call you Meadowsweet.
It's a good name.
The pony does
Oh,
not
the pony does not respond.
Right.
Excellent.
Pony's like...
The pony blinks.
Yeah, just blinks, falling. Just following
Yes.
the man on the broom.
Bye bye, little Sebastian.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm actually wearing my little Sebastian shirt. Right now.
You have a little Sebastian.
I do. Yeah.
Why not?
It's the same shirt that they wear in the episode with the
Is it the one that says
Harvest
I met Lil Sebastian?
Yep. I met Lil Sebastian at the Pawnee Harvest Festival.
Nice.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm just doing calculations on...
So the pony's name is now Meadowsweet.
Okay. Sure. that is fine.
I bring this into being.
Alright, so if it's that far, and...
Yes, exactly, that shirt.
Nice.
When my mom got it for me on like a vacation, she went to Boston. She got me this shirt at a what's it called? Newbury Comics or something like that.
Mhm.
And she gave it to me and I was like, "Oh, hey, great, thanks." And then like I kind of looked away and like made a face. She's like, "Oh, do you not like it?" I'm like, "No, I'm making a reference to."
Oh.
Okay, it takes you about 3 hours to get to your destination.
Is that all?
Yes. Well,
Wow.
if you're going at full speed, at the strong gallop, according to the book, 60 feet per round. You know, so second, minute, hour, 3.
So it's like a leisurely ride for me and Ramus because we're on brooms
Yeah.
that are.
Yeah.
We're like being knocked off of our horses, like, like Jesus, God.
Ravis.
Oh, I hate riding in full plate. Oh, I'm gonna be covered in
We're
bruises.
not gonna be able to. We're not gonna be able to like sit
No.
after we get off our horses.
Yeah. So 3 hours of Ramis.
Our thighs are just gonna be like massive from trying to hold on to these fucking
Well, I
horses.
have to assume that the plate armor absorbs something.
Well, there's padding beneath the plate armor.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just imagining that like the different pieces are probably just like clunking against me. Like,
Oh
the
yeah,
whole time.
it's not a quiet affair for either of
No.
us.
And
We need to
about
wrap me in blankets if we ever have to go anywhere fast and quick.
about a mile
Oh.
out, like half a mile out, you do see the town. It is quite a small village. One of the smaller places you've been. There's probably not more than like 100 people in this village. There are a couple barns in the surrounding area, maybe 1 or 2 shops, a inn tavern, and it's pretty small. But indeed, you do see, like I said, about half a mile out, 2 carts parked outside of a larger building, which you make the assumption is the tavern. Just as you guys are riding in, I need perception checks from all of you.
Okay.
I also have a question.
Mhm.
What's the weather like here?
The weather here is actually quite, well, not for you, but it's actually quite pleasant. It is a normal autumn day. Time of day is probably around
Jesus,
11 a.m.-ish.
31.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah, while the rest of us got like middling to poor.
All right.
my half elf and
I am
actually-
average, thank you. A 10.
What
is
do your
average.
elven eyes see, Rain? Everything.
She sees the goddamn past.
Rain,
This is all a game.
You look up and you see the DM, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's like suddenly you have an out-of-body experience. You see these strange women across the country sitting at these really weird, like, lit squares. It's very confusing.
I am actually gonna do this.
You don't know what it means. You don't know what your vision means, but you know it's
Something.
You're
It must be
surrounded by a
important.
ring of giants.
So you are the only person that noticed this.
Oh,
There
of
is
course.
a hawk above you, keeping pace with you at this moment. Nobody else sees this. Nobody else sees this.
Why do I care? It's a bird.
Caw-caw!
And Ramus is like, we should probably tie these guys up
Oh, God, that
little
was great last night.
ways out of town. Probably find
So,
some trees or something.
What is our plan exactly?
Well,
what are
we were
we?
supposed to meet Leo here. He should be around here somewhere. He's pretty good at spotting things. As he like looks around, doesn't look up, just looks around.
Can I perceive Rain looking up?
I wanted to say, can I it's like following us. It's circling. Like if we
Yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
it stops.
Yes.
Okay, then I will
I'm sure he'll
Sure,
draw that
I guess.
eventually.
You have the brooch.
So, I seem to have a aerial companion. I don't know if most hawks it'll follow.
Oh,
Human.
where? And Ramus is looking in the opposite direction.
Aerial, up.
Oh,
Stop looking at the ground, Ramus. Stop looking at the ground, buddy.
Oh! He waves. Hey, Leo. And the bird eventually circles down and transforms into a curly-haired Goliath. I've been trying to get your attention for the last.
Oh, that was the curly hair, gray skin. Okay.
For the last half mile, Ramus. Why didn't you look up? And Ramus like, you could have flew lower. Leo just.
That is a fair point.
I didn't want to be too suspicious.
I mean, you could have also made a noise. You were a hawk.
Shit on them.
That too, that would have worked. How good is your aim?
Not that great.
Well, I mean, it probably would have hit one of us.
Anyways, all right.
I, for one, am glad that you did not.
I
Snow would hit
Just
Dilda.
throwing that out there.
it probably would have been impolite. Yeah.
I agree.
So, okay. Let's get you guys. There's a cluster of trees not too far away from there. You can put the horses there. And there's, as you guys are going that direction, Leo gives you the lowdown. All right. So.
Okay, is it Leo or Leo?
It's Leo. It's actually Leo.
Okay.
It's spelled Leo, but it's
Okay.
pronounced Leo. All right.
I'm sure that's not going to be confusing
Yamar,
at all
it's
for Lynn.
So, all right. So here's what we're dealing with as you guys are, walking towards the trees. There is the 10 that came on the carts. But the strangest thing is they are meeting up with a group of 5 individuals. This includes, and 5 with guard. Guard doesn't seem like he wants to bring too much attention to himself. So he's only with 4 of his guard. I recognize them by the tabards and in the uniforms. So you're dealing with 4 guard, the potential dragon. There is a cloaked woman. I couldn't get close enough without raising suspicion. Trevere's there, Baldwin. And there are 2 other individuals. They look like merchants, as far as I could tell. Had some items, fancier merchants. But so we're doing 2 merchants, Trevere, a dragon, 4 of his guard, and 10 people, unless the women have nothing to do with this whole thing. There's 2 women among the 10, so altogether we're looking like 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 people, which includes
That's quite a
dragon.
lot.
That's a lot of people. I tried sitting on a fence to hear what they were saying, but it appears all their conversation took place at the inn. The inn is also currently occupied by farmhands and some peasant folk who have stopped in for lunch. So we have civilians in the inn as well if something were to go down.
Did you see anyone holding the a sort of hat, a sort of orb of amethyst hue?
As far as I could tell, no. Nothing of that description. Though I did witness one thing, which scares me a little.
By the way, as long as Theo, agrees to like stay in the Quivering Hills, then yeah, I think he's fine giving the hat of disguise.
Yeah, he would have been fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it would be fine.
Yeah.
I'll just wave around. We have a hat of disguise.
Whoosh.
So, at some point, and I was able to, kind of get to a window peering into the inn, and I was sitting on a post outside pretending to, look into the fields. It looked like Trevere gave some kind of command to that woman, and he pissed off somebody. Like Bones pissed, like one of Bones' men pissed off Trevere. So it looks like he gave a command to the woman, and she grabbed his arm and nearly twisted it off. So I'm pretty sure that's your dragon.
Was she rather pale?
The arm
Long,
was
dark hair?
yes, pale, dark hair, as it was described to me before I left. Yes.
That's probably her.
Okay. So he is probably the one, of course, controlling her. So we might want to. I'm not a planner. I'm usually more of a healer, scout sometimes. So it depends on how you would like to do this. I would rather do it without any civilian casualties. I'm not sure how we'd get those people out of there. This is just a small farming community.
I have an idea.
I also have an idea, but you go first.
You can make images, yes.
Yes.
Can you make it seem like one of these buildings is on fire?
Yes.
That'll get everyone out.
I can make it
Everyone
seem
will
like a
want to-
dragon is causing something to be on fire.
Well, if everything if there's a small fire, everyone will probably make a fire brigade, try to get the fire to go out. So that, not necessarily wanting to get the people out that were in there that we're wanting, just the townsfolk, the people that we're watching aren't going to help put out a fire.
I also have a deck of illusion.
That would be good too.
But we don't want
It's
anything
less.
we don't want anything that would bring out the people that we're waiting for. Unless we want to only bring out the people that we want. We have to be able to sort them somehow.
Fire the buildings or something in the fields, perhaps, or that the townsfolk will want to protect and the others will care about is probably your best bet.
Exactly. Something that is unnoteworthy to the people, to our quarry. And
Leo,
Mm-hmm.
darling,
Yes.
how large was the building?
The building is 2 floors.
Okay, but I'm talking square footage.
Square
Length by
footage.
width.
Ah, I see. We are looking at length. We are looking at roughly 150 feet. Height, width. We are looking at roughly about 70 feet. And about height-wise, I'd say maybe a little over 35 high and 35, maybe 36 feet in height. But yeah,
What the hell was that?
including
Sorry, I dropped my crochet hook.
including the roof, higher of course, because it's the attic. But that's rough dimensions.
I mean, if you want to get simple farm folk out, but not hoity-toity nobles. There's naught better that you can do than set a field on fire. It's their livelihood.
See? But not actually on fire, just illusions of fire.
Tilda like glances at the kind of side eyes Prim at the mention of hoity-toity nobles, but doesn't say anything.
So here's my idea, which might work also with the major image, because I just need to concentrate on it, and it will keep going. I can be out of its range, and it will keep going. I just can't make it move or anything like that. But since it'll just be a static flame, I don't really have to do too much. I don't really need to know what's going on as far as that's concerned. Iskin is proficient with disguises. I can put on the hat of disguise, and he could go in as a farmer. I might be able to go in as one of these mercenary types and try to get myself to my Tay. She would recognize me.
The problem is, darling, if she is under someone else's control, we don't necessarily want her recognizing you. The Hubert brothers said that she was dead behind the eyes, remember? That's something that...
Oh,
there's
yes.
something controlling her brain.
If she's being dominated, yes, I could see that. Okay. Maybe we should... Oh, shit, I can't remember his name. Because we got Leo, and who's the other
Ramus.
kid? Ramus.
Yep, what you need.
Not a kid, but...
Yeah,
He's 40.
well, you know. He's what?
He's 40. He's a half elf, but he's 40.
Okay. So, Ramus, we were told that you're good at infiltrating places.
Yep.
We don't have an accurate head count of everybody who's in that building, do we?
No. I mean, I didn't want to get too close, and Leo says, I don't want to get too close in case to arouse suspicion.
Well, Ramus, if you think you're up to it, we could loan you the Hat of Disguise. You could go in, get a good head count, see what kind of mix of people we have, maybe see where my Tay is.
We could send all of our rogues in if...
Not sure Rain could go in invisible.
I'm just saying 3 heads are better than 1.
True. And we do have 3 rogues.
I mean, I can do whatever you guys need me to. I mean, I don't even need the hat. I'm pretty good at like disguising myself.
Well, I mean, if you don't want free disguise self, I suppose I'll just hang on to it myself and I put it back in my bag of holding.
By the way, don't forget you have a Pearl of Power.
I do. That's right.
That I gave you. I already put it in your...
Yeah. Yeah, I marked that in my personal inventory as well. I just forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And while you stealthy types are in there reconnoitering, what are the rest of us supposed to do? Just wait until something happens.
Well, once we get our reconnaissance team back, we could, I think, get a better plan together than just illusory catching a field on fire.
I'll be right back. I think that there's a fucking raccoon again. I don't know, like, for real. I'm upset, and I've got to go check this out.
Okay, be careful.
Don't get rabies.
I don't think a reconnaissance mission will take too long. Set like an hour time limit. They can divide and conquer.
Raccoon reconnaissance mission?
Yes, the raccoon reconnaissance. They can divide and conquer, take different floors or what have you.
I'm mostly thinking that the rest of us sort of stand out in a community full of farm folk?
Oh, we just stay in the woods. They'll come back to us.
So I like being
have
so
they-
far from you.
Have they stayed overnight here, or are they just stopping by for on the way, or?
They look like they're getting. So the guard are drinking. Leo says. Of course, I can't tell how much they've had to drink. So they look like they're maybe using this place as like kind of a meeting place. So they look like they're staying for a little bit, as far as I can tell. But that's what little glimpses I have looking through the window. Like, it doesn't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon.
I can cast invisibility on three of us. Rain can go invisible. We have a hat of disguise. We also have Iskin who can make disguises. Leo, you can turn yourself obviously back into a bird. And Ramus, you also can make disguises. I think we should be able to get all of us into this community fairly easily. I'm mostly just concerned about, before we kick off whatever we're doing, I feel like we need to know where Maite is. And also try to figure out who is controlling her that's there.
I think between the time when we send our fresh people in and when we kick this off, so to speak, should not be very long. The longer we're in there, the more time there's to screw up.
I agree.
Not overcomplicate the plan.
My invisibility will last for an hour.
I know it's gonna go tits up and have an assassin in the sewer anyways.
God damn it.
I only heard like every other word of that, but I'm good with.
So what do we think? Disguises for everybody who can't go invisible?
Maybe we should go in there and get the guards drunk. You know, just wanna bet. Want to share the wealth. Bit of a long term.
Yeah, that would be the taking a long time.
Might be wiser to have one of them disguises for me. I'm not the quietest sort.
Okay, you can take the hat of disguise. I can make myself, Tilda, and Melanie invisible. And Iskin.
I either have to be invisible or disguised, because there's no way they're not going to recognize me.
Of course. I
mean, look at me.
mean, Tilda,
very
you also have the ability to cast invisibility on yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that wouldn't take up as much of a spell slot, because I can make myself and Melanie invisible. Tilda, you can make yourself invisible, and so can Rain. Iskin and Ramus will give themselves their own... Ramus. Will give themselves their own disguises, and Prim will wear the hat.
I mean, it is worth mentioning that I doubt they know who I am.
True, but
a person
We want to
in
keep it
full
that
armor,
way, darling.
a person in full armor will stand out here. It doesn't look like there are many soldiery types in this town.
Do we know
Sky
what their...
part of the armor, so she'll need to be in some sort of armor at least in disguise.
do we know what they are waiting here for?
She can just disguise herself as a rotund dwarf.
Is anybody hearing me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Leo says, I'm not sure. I couldn't get close enough to hear anything.
Well, I was
you're
asking the DM.
saying. You know they're meeting somebody here? Or
Okay.
there's kind of like some sort of meeting that's supposed to be going on, but you're not sure what. That information
Okay.
was not...
it's kind of mysterious. We're not sure why they're here exactly. besides
Okay.
besides a meeting.
Well, I was about to say, why
Go ahead.
do we know who they're meeting, or is it? I'm sorry if these are. Again, my brain is like.
No, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah,
Might
I'm
be
trying to
important to
keep
see
everything.
these people.
Yeah.
Because if we knew who they were meeting, like even a general like idea of who they were meeting, like somebody from the Dawn brothers or somebody, a noble or something like that, we could disguise one of us as the person that, or pretend to be the person that's meeting these people
We
and
could
get some info that way.
make one of us look like the eldest Lord Trevere.
He's in the
He's in the inn.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
Baldwin
that's
is the
I thought that's who
older.
they were. I thought that's who they were meeting. Okay. Never mind.
And if we make anyone look like Iskin Trevere, there's going to be questions.
Oh, yeah.
And I think at this point we just don't have enough information.
Yeah, I don't think we just have enough information
To-
to
yeah,
really
to
get
do anything.
a solid plan.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like we don't have enough information to do anything beyond just we have to get in there and get more info.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We could go in there disguised as whoever
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
we
don't know.
who they're
probably
meeting.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
But we could just go in there and just chill and just try to listen in.
Yeah, because that's my thing. That's what I'm thinking. Because
Yeah, if we go in.
Primrose can appeal to the people.
I don't really. I mean,
You
I
get
heal-
along.
I-
You
I
get
heal
along with
people.
common folk.
I
I
heal
don't-
people. I don't really get to know them.
Well, you can't you cavort?
I can hold my drink if that's what you're asking.
Exactly. I think that's all we need. We just need you to listen. Because Iskin and Iskin and Ramus will be doing some reconnaissance. Along with Rain.
I mean,
Do we know that the carts belong to them?
Yeah, Leo has been tracking them.
We could see if there's any information about what they're doing in
The
their
cards.
carts.
That's a clever idea.
I'm clever sometimes.
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 We all have our moments. Leo,
Mhm.
were there guards by the carts?
2.
2 isn't a terribly high number. Seems reasonable.
Also, it's a busy town, so I think people would. It'd be hard to take out the guards because there's
Oh,
people
okay. The
around there.
carts are in town. I'm sorry. I thought they were like.
I thought they were like out behind the inn.
No,
exactly,
Yeah,
or even
they're tied like
out of town.
in the street on like a post.
Okay.
They're parked.
like in
If-
a western saloon.
Yeah.
But if somebody was invisible,
And couldn't be heard.
Leo could also provide a distraction, be a big scary dog.
I could be a
Mm,
big scary dog, though I'd probably get stabbed pretty fast.
True.
and then he turned back into a big scary Goliath.
Okay, maybe Rain checks out the cards.
Rain check.
So funny. Very funny. Good pun, yes.
Thank you, Jester.
Thank you, Borat.
Borat, yeah.
You're welcome. I was going for Borat.
Okay, fair enough. I never saw those movies, so or that.
they're worth it.
Eh,
They're good satire.
okay.
Mhm.
Anyways. So how about
Alright,
Rain
so-
checks out the carts, Iskin, Ramus, you go inside, do some recon in there. If you like, I can cast invisibility on you. You'll have an hour. If you don't want to go in disguise, but go in unseen.
I mean, I can always climb through a window, says Ramus.
True, but you can go in. You can go in invisible and climb through a window. It would be extra safe.
True.
It's up to you.
I mean,
What do you think, Iskin?
Iskins is says, I think what we should just do is me and Ray, if it's alright, me and Ramus should just go in, farm folk, get a drink by the bar, and just hang out.
I think that's a good idea.
I mean, they don't know us, so
They don't.
Simplest solution is the best.
When you go in, one of our people invisible could go in with you. There'd be a reason for the door to open. And that way somebody with one of those handy dandy ear bits could be inside.
You mean our brooches?
Yes, yes.
Who even still has one of those anymore? Like, we've been giving
We
them
could-
to.
We could
People
have
and-
taken the one that Nenrine had and given it to somebody. Because me, Rain, and Tilda have one, and we gave one to Nenrine. We could give it to Melanie.
We just took all of Nenrine's stuff when we left.
Yes, we did. Poor Nenrine.
You do know he's not going anywhere, though.
No, he's not.
You wouldn't be able to use it anyway, because we'd all be out of range.
Let's make the two new girls arm wrestle for
Oh, God damn it! Not again.
it.
All right, so checking out the cart is one thing, and Rain's going to be doing that. And then Ramus is going to be climbing in a window, possibly invisible.
Ramus and Iskin are gonna disguise themselves as farmers, get a drink by the
They're
bar.
gonna listen.
Yeah, and they're
That's it.
listening.
Okay. And then the rest of us sort of go in and try and listen as well.
Yeah. But we're gonna have to. Prim will have the hat of disguise. Me and Mel can go in invisible, and so can Tilda.
Yep.
I think we have a plan of action for now.
And it's like I'm trying to think of something that Prim can do to help, but I am not geared towards disguise or towards infiltration.
Ditto.
I can put someone in a bubble.
I am going to wait outside the door and I'll be right there because I can run in, but that way no one hears me clanking about my armor even though I'm invisible, and I can stop anyone from exiting.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. We should probably have somebody on the outside. Then you'll
Yeah,
have a
and-
brooch as well. You can tell us if anything happens that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And for Prim, at least, I've got the hat of disguise, so it lets you.
It's just like
Does-
casting disguise self.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. Does disguise self allow you to do like accessories?
You can do whatever you want. You can.
Oh, sweet! So I can be just like a farm hand that's just got a bunch of like metal.
Yeah, I mean, you can make yourself a really tiny cloud giant if you want to.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But keep in mind that you have to. That if you make accessories,
They'll be invisible.
it is an illusion, and it will pass through.
No, I'm thinking more just like
Things
pouches and stuff to explain the sound of like armor.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that
that's
makes
what
sense.
I got what you were saying, and
Yeah,
yeah,
thank
you
you.
could make it look like you should be making that amount of noise.
Yeah.
Got some heavy coin in there.
Well, and you could even
Making
make it
yourself
look
a
like
target.
maybe you were carrying some gear on you, like a tinker.
Oh yeah, like tankards.
Like,
Too.
yeah, just shit you've
Like
been repairing or
Renfest,
whatnot.
just have a bunch of tankards on your body.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm thinking.
Perfect.
I mean, I'm
Also-
not thinking tankards, but
I'm thinking like a tinker type thing where you have like the gear on you would not be noticed in this
Mhm.
area.
yeah, like a peddler.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I like it.
You can even make yourself look like a kid. That way your height isn't weird.
Or I could just
Or just a
look like,
dwarf. A very
or-
stout dwarf.
That
or
works
you know,
too.
like a halfling. It could look like they're a thing.
I feel like you could. What if you just made yourself look like a glitch? Like, you know how if like a video game character doesn't load in, it's just a black blob.
Make
Just
yourself
go
the
in.
sing though.
Sorry.
All right.
Anyways, let's get this shit started.
Okay. All right. So
I'm gonna stand outside. I'm also going to pick up some like dirt and just like toss it in such a way that I know what it looks like. So if somebody invisible comes out, I can see some footsteps. Post up.
could you explain that again?
Like, okay, so like if there's already been a ton of footsteps right there, then I
Yes.
might not, if somebody comes out invisibly, then I might
Right.
just be like, do. So I want to just mess up the dirt in some way so I know if there's any new footsteps.
Okay. That's fine.
Cool.
That would be good.
It's fine. I didn't get it either.
Sorry.
I got it. I picked up what you were laying down.
I got it. Yeah. I
Um,
will wear the hat of disguise and appear as like a dwarven tinkerer.
Okay. That's easily done. You know what a dwarven tinkerer looks like, so.
Yay! I got some sweet goggles.
Very steampunk.
Yes.
Myself,
Tilda
and
just kind of
Tilda.
like sits back. You know, that's a very good look for.
Oh, thank you. I mean,
Your normal look is fine too. It's just this is different. It's interesting.
I think I'm a bit more dwarven in my sensibilities than a halfling, so suppose it makes sense.
The eye cage doesn't have like a range that I have to use it within, right?
No, I don't believe so.
So I could give it to any one of these people who are infiltrating and like
Just
they
when
could
the
release
one
it
guy
and I'd be
Excuse me,
when the
eye
one guy
cage?
climbs in the window,
Oh
just
yeah.
toss it up in him after him, just boop. Just toss it in the window.
What the fuck?
Oh, the eye cage. Yeah. You
By
gotta
the
show
way,
that.
we have a cage with an eyeball that Tilda controls kind of like an RC car,
That's a good way to put it.
but
Yeah.
with an eyeball in it.
You have to provide your own eye, though.
No, you
Well,
don't.
or you can use
Not your
somebody
own,
else's
someone
eye.
else's.
You have
That's
to.
what I meant. Like,
It's
you have
like
to put your own
batteries
battery.
not included. Eye not included.
You can use your own, but we did not do that. Was it an ogre that we took the eyeball
Yeah, I
from?
think
Yes,
you
it
can have
was.
an ogre.
Yeah. So it's a big ass eyeball too. It is full in there.
Nice and squishy.
Also,
It's
it probably
dried out
smells
by
truly
now.
terrible by now. It just, well, I guess it probably doesn't even smell anymore. It probably smelled for like the first
It's
week,
just
and now it's just
mummified.
kind of dry,
It's just preserved.
rattles a little bit. Oh.
I'll prestidigitate it to make it smell nice.
smells like lavender and rose.
Yeah, no. No. I won't do that because that'll give invisible people away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can Prim not, or can Heather not see the various?
She probably can't see the eye cage because it might
No,
not
I
be
can-
all players.
No, I can
no,
see.
you can
I can
see
see
it?
the eye
Okay.
cage. I just hadn't opened it up before.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
There is a
what
lot
that
of
is.
stuff in there.
Yeah, there is.
There's also a crawl blade I see.
Yes,
Good time.
that's
Rain.
Rain's.
But yeah, had not opened the eye cage. Did not think about it.
Ooh, what's this?
Have
Oh.
now regret my decision.
Well, at least the picture doesn't like actually have the eyeball in it. That would have grossed me right out. I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so if I give it to somebody, here, one of you take this, please.
Okay, Iskin takes it.
What are we taking?
Ah,
Iskin,
okay, great.
Iskin take it? Yeah, Iskin takes it. All right.
Just-
we'll-
Drop it somewhere in the tavern,
okay.
and I'll take care of the rest.
All right, sounds good. So they disguise themselves. Actually, where is?
Can they assist each other since they're both proficient and give each other advantage?
Advantage. Yeah.
Where is?
Sorry.
Well, you should be. How dare you laugh?
I read something funny. Man, when I was at the grocery store today, I walked by this thing, and it was a fucking watering can, like Batman with one arm up, and it was so ridiculous.
Did the
I just started laughing in the middle of the aisle, and
Did
people
the
probably
water
thought-
come out of Batman's arm?
like his fist. Yeah. Like for real, it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and I loved it. And if I almost got it because we were gonna have like a gardeny type area later on. And I wanted to be like, Kelly, I've got the best watering pitcher ever.
It would be way better if the water came out of Batman's mouth.
Yeah, but his arm was up, so
Oh no, I
mean-
found it. It's the first thing that comes up.
When you Google Batman watering pitcher.
Yeah. Batman watering can, is that it?
Let me see. Let's see here.
I think so. That has to be it.
That
Yes,
looks like
it
it.
is 100%. I started laughing in the middle of the grocery store because I loved it.
I mean, it would make more sense if it was Superman, because he actually does the,
This is a true thing, but I'm gonna be honest. I loved it regardless because it was so weird and just random.
Oh, it definitely is that. Where do you put the water in? Like, is there a hole in
You
his
probably
head?
take
I
his head
think
off.
Take
I
his
think
head
there's a
off.
hole at the top of the head, but I'm not certain.
Horrifying.
You remove Batman's cowl to reveal Bruce Wayne. And that's how
And
you
then
put
you
the
feed
water
him
in.
water, and it's fine.
Yeah, his mouth
None.
is open when the cowl's off.
Now I'm
Glug, glug,
now I'm
glug, glug,
looking.
glug.
Now I'm just looking at weird watering cans.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Iskin and Ramus disguise themselves as farmers. And what the fuck is that thing?
It's a bird.
That
That's a
is.
chicken.
It's a steampunk bird.
It's supposed to be a toucan.
Toucan. Oh, I get it. I can't. Yeah.
Oh my
I-
god.
Oh my god.
Okay, continue.
Okay, Iskin and Ramus go in the inn. Rain, you're checking out the cart.
Yep, I've gone invisible and I'm making my way towards the cart.
All right, give me just give me a stealth check with advantage.
She sounds so defeated. Give me a stealth check with advantage.
I mean,
You
unless
gave
she-
us the ring!
I mean, unless she rolls double ones, I mean, there is a chance. There's always
Yeah.
I catch up.
25.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right, so you successfully stealth up the the carts. Inside the carts, there are a number of burlap sacks, and a number of large bags. And you start, just quietly poking through some of them, trying not to make too much noise. The first thing you notice in one of the bags is there is a you totally don't think about this, but as soon as your hand reaches in, you think you feel a bone, and then when you peek in, you look, and this bag is full of bones. Human-sized.
Rattly bones.
All right then.
Oh, geez, guys are
Okay.
fucked up.
You make note of that, and you go to the next bag, and you find some strange cloaks of some sort. The cloak colors. Hold on. The cloak color is a mixture of purple hues. There are. This bag also smells a little funny. It smells like a mixture of, and it comes from the cloaks that are inside. It smells like a mixture of herbs and spices that don't necessarily go well together. It's like if you're smelling cinnamon and, well, you could put spicy stuff with cinnamon, but it's like if you were smelling cinnamon and you were smelling like a really strong peppery smell, for example, like just things that don't go well together.
Ain't no 11 herbs and spices, huh?
There are just a lot of weird components in these bags. I mean, some of the bags have just like apples and, just foodstuffs, but it's just a weird mishmash of stuff. Nothing really of value.
And like nothing up front, like where people would sit driving the cart. Nothing.
No, if anything was important, they'd probably have it on their person. During this time, you could probably hear the guards talking. They sound bored they sound very bored. And one guy says to the other, how long are we supposed to be here again? And it's like, probably like a day or something. I don't know. I hope the other guys come out on time when they're supposed to go on their shift, and I hope they're not fucking drunk this time. And one of the guys says, "Well, I'm kind of glad I'm not in there right now. That the the guy with the weird broken nose," and the other guy just pauses and says, "What about him? You didn't feel creeped out by him at all? Like, just the way he was looking at everyone?" It's like, the other guy's like, "No. Like, I think you're just getting paranoid." And the other guy's like, alright, but I just don't want to be near him. That's all. I just have a bad feeling about him. The other guy waves it off. It's about 15 minutes until you get movement. I mean, well, the eye cage at 10 minutes gets dropped. Tilda.
Cool.
It looks like it gets dropped behind a bar of sorts.
It doesn't transfer sound, right? Just sight?
Just sight, as far as I remember.
Well, it's
Your
not an
kid-
I don't
ear
think it
cage.
specifically said, but it's not like there's an ear in the cage.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Then again, we
prob-
never tried.
I'm going to actually bring your characters here.
Yeah, so Ryan will just walk off from those guys and go like, around the corner of the building or something where there's no one in. And are these things telepathic or not? Have we confirmed that or not? Or do
Yeah,
you
they're
have to talk?
telepathic.
Okay, well,
The brooches, yes.
even so, I want to step away just so I'm not getting run into people,
Mhm.
and just report everything back about nothing that I've got a bag full of bones and purple cloaks, and looks like either components or the results of something that has gone down, and they're creeped out by the guy with the broken nose. Which, do we know who that is? Do we recognize him from anything we've seen?
Not as far as you can know. So the eye cage, looks like it's looking down at a pair of feet right now, probably around there. Let's say this is Iskin and Ramis.
Around where?
Around here, behind the bar.
Okay.
Iskin and Ramis, I'm gonna say there are these two peasants, so I'll give them like a color. We'll make Ramis blue, and we'll make Iskin green. There we go. And you're looking at like a pair of feet that has that looks like it's not, whoever owns those pair of feet doesn't really notice your presence.
Great. Are they women's shoes or men's shoes?
Women's shoes. I'm gonna actually make a little symbol like ball.
I mean, I can just draw a little.
Or you can do that.
Yeah.
I was gonna give you this and just move it where you want. It's not that big, but just for like where it is.
All right. Well, whatever.
And I have to give you control of
Oops.
that. Now you have control of that.
Great. Now I can. Nope. There we go. Trying to get rid of the other thing. All right. I'm gonna start rolling. See, it can go 30 feet, so to the end of the bar
Okay.
and peek out around it. What do I see?
Alright. What you see is there are
And like I'm hiding it, kind of close to the bar. You know what I mean?
you see
So that
Yep, you see a pair of waitresses going in and out of the kitchen. You see there are maybe 2 other civilians and what looks like to be a performer of some sort in front of the fireplace. What does catch your eye are the 2 tables at the far end of the room. There are what look like guards, a very well-dressed older gentleman with gray hair, sitting next to a woman. She's not wearing a pink dress, but I made her pink
Okay.
just so she stands out. A hooded woman near the well-dressed gentleman. There's a set of stairs going up. There is a very thick-bounded, muscular fellow with a few scars on his face. It looks a little rough and tumble. There are also 2 other women, not as well dressed as the noble gentleman, but you know, moderately. Probably the description of the 2 merchant fellows that were accompanying Trevere that Leo had said, and the individuals that are marked with like those swords, those look like guardsmen.
Okay. Do I recognize any of these?
You recognize a very well dressed man as Trevere.
I presume that's this guy?
Yep. You don't recognize the women, and you do not recognize the uniformed soldiers. And you do not recognize the large, scarred man.
Alright, kind of, skittering under tables and stuff. I'm gonna send the arcane eye, not arcane eye, the eye cage, over there, and try to get at some point here.
Okay.
To see, get a better look at the woman.
All right. The woman is cloaked, but you can kind of tilt the eye cage at an angle. I don't know how I want to do this. Tilda, I need you to roll a d20.
Okay.
And I will ask you, because it's a small object, add 10 to it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm guessing that was a stealth check?
Yeah, that's going to be the stealth check.
Okay.
It's pretty stealthy.
It is. It's a very small item, so it's going to be
alright.
very, very stealthy.
You got a 25, so
Yeah, but that was a really bad roll. Not really bad, but not great.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
would I be able to use my I know it's probably too late, but would I be able to use my portent rolls, my divination rolls, through the eye cage?
probably not.
All right.
You see the woman kind of tilt her head when you get close to her, but then she kind of just shakes her head and just continues looking dead-eyed ahead after a little bit. And she is not doing anything. You do get a glimpse of her face. It is Maite. But there is a very large, not large. There is a sizable, probably half this size, purplish gem embedded in her head, in her forehead.
what?
Embedded in her head?
Well, it looks like it's not like it's not like a bindi, like it's just sticking to the forehead. It looks like there was something done it's a little longer, so it looks like it's in like.
So it's like
In her
grafted
skull.
her head?
It's sunk in her skin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, by the way, I'm relaying this
Maite.
to
Yeah.
everyone, like people who are around me. And Tilda sounds absolutely disgusted.
We have to find that gem and get it off of whoever has it. Obviously, this is how they're controlling her. I think through the brooch.
Oh God.
Tilda, can the eye cage... Can you roll it around some more? Maybe see who might have that gem.
Okay, I know I briefly saw, I looked into, the Ice Queen's memories and saw somebody holding the gem. Do I see that person here? Or do I see anyone who might have looked like that person?
You take a glance at the two women you don't recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like that. The person you saw in the brief glimpse you got in the vision
Mhm.
was definitely a cast, like a mage of some sort, with given the robes they were
Mhm.
wearing. These two do
Right.
not look like they're wearing robes, and yeah,
What the hell are they wearing then?
they look like they're dressed like well-to-do merchants.
Interesting.
Okay, so Zaitari is inside. Invisible.
Okay.
How long has it been? Probably like 15 minutes?
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
Who are you looking at? What are you
Well, I wanted to go upstairs.
Okay. All right, so you head upstairs.
I will inform everybody I am heading upstairs.
Alright.
Through the brooch.
Alright, so when you head upstairs, that's what you see. There are and I'll reveal the doors. There are, as far as you can tell, 7 rooms up here.
Okay.
There are 2 guards in front of one room.
Okay.
And there's nobody else up here in the hallway. And it looks like those 2 guards are they are alert. Unlike their compatriots by the cart.
Okay.
Who are just shooting the shit, yeah.
Let me take a look here.
Are you
Okay, so
relaying
this
information
Oh, wait, that's right. Casting a spell would end the invisibility.
for everyone?
Yeah, for myself and Mel. I was like, oh, I can guess something that's not concentration. Ho ho. No, that's not how that works. Let me look at my inventory.
You're a thief.
Prim, when you enter, I'm just gonna put your token.
Yeah, sure.
Just to say where you are. When token thing. All right. Why isn't it? Am I on the wrong layer? No, I am on the right layer. Going there.
There you go.
There you go. Where
there's
are
2
you?
of me.
Oh,
There you
delete
go.
one. Where are you in the when you first enter the inn? You
Mhm.
see that big group of people off to the right. You see Ramus and disguised Ramus and Iskin drinking in the corner of the bar. You see a lovely young bartender talking, making casual conversation. And you see, two other farm hands just, having a meal, at lunch. Two waitresses, kind of, paying most of their attention to the large group. It looks like the farm hands have, ordered what they were going to order.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And do you see the entertainer by the fireplace doing a juggling act?
Okay, not being loud. Okay,
Not
good.
being loud, no.
So I'd be right here because this, like at this end of the bar, because it looks like it's the closest to that big group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And just get a drink and something to eat, and then see if I can't hear anything that they're saying.
Okay. So one of the waitresses comes to you, and you probably order an ale and some like whatever the special is for the day, and she goes back and she goes to take your order. While you are sitting there and listening, the majority of the conversation seems to be about tariffs, imports, exports, just some merchant stuff, and Lord Trevere looks, animated by the conversation. Roll an insight check for me.
Come on, don't fuck me. God damn it.
You can spot this. Every now and then, Iskin is looking at the heavily, the scarred individual right here. Just shooting one or two glances at him and eating, trying to converse with the bartender and Ramus, but when you look at his hands on his on his fork, his knuckles are white, like he's gripping the fork really hard at this point.
Iskin is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, you have no idea, but he
No,
seems
you have no idea.
Yeah, he seems agitated.
He is pissed about something, but
Yeah,
I don't know what
he's
it's
pretty
about.
pissed about something. You do catch one piece of conversation that's a little different from the whole tariffs and imports spiel. And it's one of the merchants, this individual right here. They begin talking about a very large shipment of minerals they recently had obtained from Al Gore. This sounds like it sounds like a pretty big deal. And the that merchant asks if the mineral that they had delivered earlier was large enough for their project. And you see Trevere nod and said it was large enough. Since the first project went very well, the next project, you would say was a success.
Is he looking at anyone? Does he glance at anyone? Anything in particular?
He
When he's saying
glances.
that?
He glances at the hooded woman. When he says first project.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. All right.
So are you moving the eye cage anywhere else?
Hmm?
Are you moving the eye cage anywhere else?
So I don't see anyone.
Sorry. Oh.
Sorry. So I didn't see anyone who looked like the person in the vision.
Nope.
Right, and I can't hear anything.
Nope.
Oh, over the brooch. Can I
Uh-huh.
say, bro, where's the cage? I can bring it upstairs. There's 2 guards up here. I can't get past them.
Who are you speaking to, darling?
Tilda.
Can I look and see if there are
Um,
windows outside?
Oh yeah, they're
bedrooms?
they're definitely window. Oh, I should indicate them.
Oh, and based off of what I'm seeing, I will try to relay the general layout of the second floor, obviously to everybody who can listen, mostly so that Rain, if she wants to climb, can go into the room that's being guarded.
My goddamn ninth level ability, climbing, good at climbing. Goddamn, I'll use it.
Yeah.
Fucking finally, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to move the eye cage around and like try to time it to go between Lord Baldwin's feet and under his chair rather than around it to get to the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, Zaitari will be waiting at the base and specifically looking out for it so that she can snatch it.
Okay. Give me that D20 roll one more time.
D20 plus 10?
Yes.
So I can't use my portent rolls on the arcane eye either?
I don't.
I
don't know. What's the wording?
Self or no? Wait.
No, it
important.
Because it doesn't it apply to any
Um,
dice roll?
I thought it
You
was any
just have
dice
to
roll.
do it before. You have to do it before you roll, I think.
Yeah.
any by you or a creature.
Ah.
So I don't know if that.
I don't think it would apply to this object.
Okay, fine.
Whap whap.
Alrighty. Wish me luck, guys. Motherfucker.
Well, it's an 11. It's not that bad.
As you
And then-
move,
Wasn't it
None
plus
of you
10?
wished me luck.
as you move the eye cage towards the stairs, there is a foot that stops the eye cage, and when you look up, there's Maite.
Ah, damn it.
She picks it up.
Over the brooch, I'm frantically going, I've been made! I've been made! Oh no!
Just drop your connection.
Okay.
Drop your connection to it.
And just before anything happens, she holds it out in front of the table, and automatically the two merchants stand up, and they look like they're starting to yell something. Prim, at this moment,
Oh lord.
at this moment, the Trevere is starting to shout at his guards.
Ooh, do the ones upstairs move?
Let me see if they hear him.
I mean, he's shouting pretty loud.
Yeah, he is shouting pretty loud. One of the guards, this one in particular, closer towards you, is like there's something going on. And he looks like he points to the other guys like, you stay here. I should put your token on the thing, or you can bring your token where you think you are going to. You are. Yeah, he shouts, you stay there, I'll be right. I'm gonna see what's going on. And he darts towards the stairs. So that's like 6 seconds. Iskin and Ramus are like, what do they shoot a look at each other, like, what's going on? They pretend to be surprised, farm folk, and the guards stand up. The individual from the, just tell me what you guys are doing. The individual's heading downstairs at the stairs.
Am I able to hear the yelling?
Yeah,
outside.
you hear the yelling at this point. Trevere is giving orders. The one of the major one of the fuck one of the merchants takes the eye cage and pockets it. Now it's dark.
Over the brooch, can I say, Melanie, do you care about not being invisible anymore? Can you find somewhere to hide?
I can just stay outside. I'm still outside.
I know, but somebody will see you. You'll just appear.
I'll crouch down by the cart. I'll make it look like I'm coming out of the cart.
Okay. I'm just checking my spells really quick because I'm thinking it's going to end up being Charm Person. I don't think I have Hold.
Prim and Iskin and Ramos just like.
It's like they were like.
I'm just getting right up by the door, like ready to run in.
All right. If you're going to be on the map, please put your tokens where you are going to be.
Where would I?
Unless there's like an open window or something where I think I can sneak in, like on the bottom floor. Which I don't think there would be, but
No, it's autumn,
Like-
so most of the windows would probably be closed in this point. Probably the only ones open, maybe in the kitchen area, but even that you'd have to go around on the side to see if they were opened or not.
I will just like to, over the brooch, tell somebody, the merchant who, and I'm going to describe their clothes and stuff like that, and be like, has me in their pocket. It's very dark.
It's-
I can't
Can I-
see anything.
drop it. You've been made.
Can I, once Melanie gives me the clear, I'm going to try to cast Charm Person on this guard.
Okay. Prim, Iskin, and Ramus hears Lord Trevere say to this scarred individual, "Get your whores, we're leaving now."
Your whores.
Well,
Rude.
I know now,
And-
bitch.
it's like the word of the session.
It
Whore.
is.
and this guy points to the guy on the stairs, and you said you heard him, and the guy on the stairs like, all right. He goes back up the stairs.
Oh shit.
Up there.
Before he goes upstairs, would I be able to try Charm Person this guy before this guy
I'll give you that
sees
charm
me?
person because he was downstairs. He got an order. All right, going back up the stairs now.
All right.
All
I
right.
need-
say,
Yeah, I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right. I need to check that. He fails.
Yes, perfect. Okay. I'm gonna appear in front of him.
Okay.
Obviously, he is now charmed.
Mhm.
I will walk up to him. Oh, I'm sorry. I seem to have lost my keys. Can you let me inside?
He scratches his head. Yeah, sure. Sure. Your Kims must be in here somewhere.
You know, you're so nice. You're always one of my favorites.
So he opens the door. There are two women inside.
Okay.
One of them appears to be a normal-looking woman,
Mm-hmm.
dressed, fairly plainly. The other, for all intents and
how
purposes,
undressed.
would be normal. Now she's very pretty, with
Okay.
long hair, but she's missing her legs from the knees down.
Okay. Interesting.
You also see there is like a kind of like a not well. It wouldn't come upstairs, so it would probably be in the cart still. But I don't know where it would be at this point. But they look very shocked to see you there. Like,
Okay.
What?
Besides the shock that's on their face, can I make an insight set check to see if they're distressed?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
Yeah, they're distressed, especially the one without the legs below the knees. Yeah.
Oh, hello, dears. I'm gonna go inside and shut the door behind me.
Okay.
Tell me, are you ladies being held captive?
You hear the guy coming down the stairs, down the hallway. It's saying something. He's down the hallway, so it's muffled. Just a quick glance is like, yes. Yeah. Yeah. They both like nod. Very
Like,
quick.
is the lack of legs a recent thing? Are they It's like, are they healed stumps, or are they?
Well, are they?
It's hard to tell.
It's like Prim doesn't know, but
No.
Prim doesn't know, but this is important for the mood of
So
the
the way she was
room.
sitting on the bed, it was very clear that she does not have legs there.
Yes.
There is like her skirt hangs below, like just over it, so you can't really see her stumps. But yes, they are indeed being held captive here.
Tell me, what are your names?
I'm Annabelle, says the one with the legs, and the other one says my name.
Says the one with the legs.
You mean the one with the legs or the one without the legs?
I was
the
thinking the
legs.
same thing.
And the other woman says, my name's Gypsy.
How long have you been held captive, and who's holding you here?
So as you're asking this, at this point, you hear the voice outside say, "All right, we gotta get the hordes. Let's go." And the other guy's like, "Okay." And he sounds like he's about to open the door. While that's going on, what the rest of you doing?
Okay, never mind. It's fine. We'll get back to me.
Yeah, we'll get back to you. What are the rest of you doing?
Shit, they're talking about leaving, and
Yeah, they're
we don't
already
want them
like,
to leave.
you see Trevere put like some gold on the table, and it's like, okay, this should cover it. Let's go.
Are we taking them out or are we letting them leave?
I don't have
So
a brooch. I can't answer anything.
You guys have literally 30 seconds to decide what you're going to do because they're picking up their shit and they're leaving. And
I can come
Tilda
in.
doesn't say any. Like Tilda has no real say other than, "I'm in a pocket. Could somebody please get me out of the pocket?"
I will tell over the
Tilda,
brooch.
chop the fucking connection. We're gonna fight here in a minute.
Yeah, I'll say over the brooch that there's 2 women being held captive upstairs, and they're guarded.
Well,
But
then I
we're
guess
not
we're
letting
taking
them take
everyone
them,
out.
so we're fighting.
All right.
Done.
Can I hold an
I
action?
am
yeah, you can hold
I'm-
an action.
kicking in the
All right.
goddamn door.
Okay.
So I want the second that it looks like things are going to throw down.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast.
Force wall.
Yes.
All right.
To try and box in her.
Her. Okay. All right. So you're holding your action for that.
Mhm.
Melanie, you've kicked down the door.
Yeah.
Probably with rain
Following
behind you.
in. Yeah.
As soon as Melanie kicks down the door,
It's time to roll initiative.
you see Iskin like hop, get up from his stool and like scream, "Bones, you're mine!" And
I knew it. Oh,
he is
fuck.
racing towards that group. All right, here's the problem. There's going to be a lot of people here, and it's already 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably not start this right
Yeah.
now.
So-
I didn't even realize what time it is. I'm just sitting over here crocheting a scarf.
So we'll start next session with this combat.
Okay.
Right,
Just so
would,
I
would
know.
would I at least get my force wall off? Because there's definitely throwing down that's happening.
We'll say you get your first roll off.
Alright.
What's up?
Just so I know, Tilda's distantly away from all this, right? So she's not going to be part of the combat, really, probably.
Initially,
Well,
I mean, you could.
Yeah, you could probably like 2 rounds. You could probably get
Yeah,
You
there.
could
just
probably get there in
start
2
running.
rounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Alright.
it's 2 rounds. If you're going at a dash, it's 120 feet. You
Yeah.
probably could get there easily. And at this point,
Well, with my broom,
with your broom, and
it'd be even faster.
and Leo is already like, as soon as he sees from a distance Melanie kick down the door, he's like, okay, go time.
Go time.
All right. So
Oh man,
yeah.
between
Well,
this and
I
critical
figure
role,
I-
son of a bitch.
I'm not pulling a Bryn. I'm doing this on purpose because I figure it makes more sense for Melanie to get aggroed than
No, it
somebody
does.
squishy.
Yes, it makes complete sense for Melanie to do that. And I told you, that you were going to be dropping invisibility anyways. So, damn
Alright.
it.
Dragon is contained.
I mean, depending on the range of Prim spells, it might be really hard to hit me. We'll have to see. I don't know what you're able to cast without touching the person first.
Is Force Wall concentration?
Force wall is concentration, but
Mhm.
warding bond is not.
Ooh.
Do you have to touch somebody to get it off, though?
I do. I have to put a bracelet on you.
Hmm. Well, my AC's
I
already
mean,
20.
you usually have to touch someone to get them.
God damn it. Not
Okay.
always.
All right, so I got it. Like, I was looking for something else, and I didn't want to share this while people were like trying to focus on other stuff. But there's some things that I just have to share with people.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Any kind? The fuck, man?
That's 2 people in a llama costume.
Llama costume, yep.
What are we going to be? 3 gnomes in a trench coat next?
Exactly.
When
Vincent
Please.
Bald Man.